All right, welcome everyone to Septemport 2 Electric Boogaloo, the empty throne. Your mission, and you have no choice but to accept it, is to put an ass on the empty throne. What is it? Where is it? Who deserves to sit upon it? Those are questions that you should probably answer before this game is over, before you put someone on it. Um, but once an ass is on the throne, the game will be complete. The story of the game will basically go with a train station type style. I will give you a goal. It will be extremely open ended generally. Like, this person needs to not be a problem anymore. Do you kill them? Do you bribe them? Do you shove them in an interdimensional portable hole and just lock them away forever? That solution is up to you. I don't give a shit. I will help you make that happen. But the story will not continue until the goal is met. Until your train reaches the station, we can't move on to the next one. How it is you get your train to the station, that's really none of my business. So when starting a game, it's important to talk about masks and veils. I endeavor to create a comfortable environment here. Things will get scary. Characters will get hurt. Characters might die. Shit happens. Sometimes you gotta buy a resurrection spell. But masks are things that are not allowed to be in this game. Common masks include, but are not limited to, sexual assault, child abuse, drug use. Veils are things which are okay to be in the game, I just don't want to hear about it. So, if you have a veil on child abuse, but not a mask on child abuse, I will say, oh yeah, he just lays into that kid with a crushing backhand. But if there isn't a veil, I'm going to go into extreme detail on how this kid gets fucked up. So, for instance, Cap has a veil on insects and worms coming out of someone's skin.
Yep.
I can mention that. I can say that happens, but I cannot describe it. Alternatively, I can alter the effect. So instead of worms coming out of someone's skin, their skin opens with sores and starts oozing pus, and the pus causes them to take constitution damage.
Gross, but A-okay.
Right. Gross, but it doesn't make you want to fucking die.
Right.
So you can tell me your masks and veils out loud. You can send me a private message. You can, if something happens in the game that makes you feel really bad, you can throw up the red X. There should be an emoji for a red X.
If there isn't one, I'll make one.
There is. You throw up one of these, and then, please talk about the thing that you're red Xing, and then we will go back in time, and we will undo that event from occurring. Let's say I want to show that a villain is a bad dude, so he shoots a dog in the head. And you read Where the Red Fern Grows when you were a small and impressionable child, and if you see that, or if you hear about that, or if that happens in your story, it's just not going to be okay. I can't do that. Then we will red X that, and I will go back, and he will shoot something else. The point is, I wanted to show that he was cruel. He doesn't need to literally kill a dog to do that.
I love that. Thank you.
I mean, kill the toddler before you kill the dog. Jesus.
Right.
For sure, yeah.
And I will totally have him be like, bring Martha's baby out. Bring Martha's baby out. And then Martha will come out with her baby, and he's like, oh, what a beautiful boy. And he'll just fucking shoot the baby in the head and shoot Martha through the heart, because he doesn't give a fuck. And if you find that to be more amenable, that's what happened. I don't know. You said something about shooting a dog. I don't remember anything about that. He would never do that.
Alternate universe.
Alternate universe.
Did not happen.
Didn't happen. Never occurred. So those are how that's gonna work. And then on the flippity flop, However long this game lasts, you've got 2 meme cards that you can pull out when you think you need them. If you're in a stealthy situation and you get caught, you get once for the entire game, you get 1 use of We're Owl Exterminators. If you tell the person who caught you that you're Owl Exterminators, they will hand wave that 1 instance of getting caught. They'll be like, Owl Exterminators? Well, I guess that we do have a couple of them around. You know what? Just do your thing. I don't want to get involved. And your second meme card is if there is a group that you don't share a language with, or you just can't get through to them, or you just can't convince them of your good intentions, whether you have them or not, you can unleash the universal greeting. Ba weep gana weep miniban.
What?
And you have to say it.
I'm not going to remember that.
There it is.
Yep.
You have to say it. You have to try your best. If I can identify it as the universal greeting, then it will succeed. And whoever it is you're talking to will recognize that you have basically told them that you're a friend, and they will believe you until you give them a reason to believe otherwise. So let's say you drop into you get teleported through a portal, and you end up in a cannibal cult, and there are all these dudes, and they're just eating babies. We got all these dwarfs, and they're just eating elf babies, and they don't give a shit, and they see you, and they draw their axes, and they draw their throwing hammers, and, you know, you're like, wait. I want to use the universal greeting. If you say Ba Weep Warana Weep Minibong, they will repeat it, and then they'll be like, alright, stranger, we'll give you a chance. Even though they are a cannibal cult of elf-devouring dwarfs, they'll give you a shot. Even if one of you is an elf, they'll be like, okay, you're on thin fucking ice. But we'll let you do what you're gonna do here. And you get 1 use of this in the entire game.
Okay, so I have a clarifying question.
Please.
So is the first one specifically if we get caught in a stealth situation, or is it like was that just like an example?
No, it is only to be used if you're someplace you're not supposed to be.
Okay, and my only excuse is that I'm an owl exterminator?
Yes.
Yep.
I cannot say anything else?
If you
Nope.
want to use your
Okay.
meme card, you have to say, oh, we're owl exterminators. You can try a persuasion, you can try to do something else, but if you cannot think of another excuse, or if you just want this to work, you don't even want there to be a chance of failure, you're in the court of the Crimson King, you're not supposed to be there, your mask slipped off, everyone realizes you're not a demon, you're like, hey guys, I'm an owl exterminator. There's no roll. They have to let you go.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I love it.
And those are your 2 dumb meme cards.
Yeah, I saw your explanations on the chat for Suddenly Magic, so I was kind of prepared for these.
Yes.
Mhm.
And it's okay to go through the game without using either of them.
I don't think we used any in Septemport,
No.
part 1.
No, none at all.
It's just some dumb shit you have on the table. So,
Fantastic.
all of you have been pushed or pulled one way or another to the Black Hand Fighting Ring in District 4. Harlan and Meredith, I don't need you 2 to get on the train. You're already there.
Yep.
You two.
Harlan, you've got rent to pay. Meredith, this is a job that you need to do.
Yep.
It has been given. You have been called into. You've been called into the office. We'll take it from there in a minute. Harlan, you are going to drunkenly hobble into the office by whatever means you desire, but this is a sad day for you.
Because it's fucking rent day? That's always a sad day for me.
It's not just rent day, but you never thought you'd be doing wet work for the Black Hand. Just...
Salt in the
mean-
wound.
Let's be real. I kind of thought it would come to that.
Right. We all knew it
Christ
was
above, I hoped it wouldn't, but
exactly. We all knew this was gonna happen. None of us wanted it to. But a man has got to get paid. Cass, what's the name of your bad influence?
Turva Snake. It just occurred to me how that actually sounds phonetically. Oh, interesting.
Terva Snake has brought it to your attention that there is a big score in the World Bazaar right now. Just one district over. All you need to do is find a girl, and 5,000 gold pieces will be yours.
Sounds nice. Do we still need a pass to get between districts, or is it more open nowadays?
Now that's that's what we're going to talk about next. How is Cassandra going to get to District 4?
Good
A
question.
passport is generally necessary, but the border between District 4 and District 3 have never been very secure.
It might be more fun to actually just jump the wall.
Fair enough. It's tricky business, but for someone of your station, position, and strength, it's not too hard. Give me a stealth roll.
Uh-oh.
An 18 on stealth. Do you have a rope and grappling hook or any way to ascend?
Two.
Sounds good. You chuck your grappling hook onto the wall. I'm going to say 15 feet of it. They're not too high. You climb over. Bring your
I love
rope.
climbing things.
Bring your rope back up. Anchor your hook on the other side. Climb down. Jiggle the handle. And you're off. And, I mean, there's no formalized source of law in District 4, so no one's gonna ask for your papers. On this side of the wall, those don't exist.
Should have done this earlier. Of course, if Grim found out, he'd be pissed. But, you know.
Well, good thing he's never gonna find out. And the hard part will be getting back over the other side. But let's not worry about that.
that's Future Cast's problem.
Right. It's strange going from a woodland and dropping down into a city.
Wow, this place is a piece of crap.
Worse yet, the edge of it. The first thing that strikes you is the smog. The air is thick with pollution. It smells like a cesspit.
Great. Well,
And the Black
This should be
Hand,
fun.
well, they can't be too hard to find, right?
it's only an urban area the size of, like,
New
what?
York State, right?
Yeah,
Hmm.
like, I'm trying to think of something thinner, but yeah, like New York State just... What if New York State was New York City? Or the other way around. Yeah, New York City was just the size of New York State. Just keep spreading that out. Nope, keep going. All the way to the edge of the border.
Great, you've sprawled all over the place. Now make it dense.
Right.
Build it up.
Right. We've gone as far and wide as we can, so now we have to stack it up. Or worse yet, go lower.
We have to go deeper.
But we know what lies in the depths. Or perhaps, more terrifyingly, we don't. So Cassandra, how are you going to find the Black Hand?
All right. When in doubt, snatch a street kid, shake him a little bit, ask them where the black hand is.
Uh, is this an intimidate? Are you trying to scare this kid, or are you just trying to ask for advice? Are you trying to invite this kid into a van, free candy style?
No. It's going to be intimidation. Cass likes the carrot and the stick,
Fair enough.
so she's intimidating and holding some copper.
Right, just like you're gonna tell me this, and I'm gonna pay you, but you're gonna tell me. Give me an intimidation check.
What is my intimidation? Need to learn my skills.
We'll get there.
Mhm.
All right, maybe a bit much.
Oh boy. So
So the kid pisses himself.
yeah, you catch a kid running around, and the people here take an interest in you. And you're just like, okay, kid, here's how this is gonna work. You're gonna tell me where the black hand is, and I'm gonna give you the money.
Nothing bad's gonna happen to you.
Oh, okay. He gives you some rough directions. Like he points in a direction. He's like, they're over there.
You can do a little better than that, can't you, kid?
I don't know street names. I can't read yet. But if you keep going that way, you'll run into it. You can't miss it. It's got like big black hand flags all over the place.
I'll give him the coin, and I'll let him go.
That being said, when you let him go, everyone else stops paying attention to you. They're just like, are you going to do something untoward to that kid? And you're like, no, I'm just pumping him for information. And they're like, oh, that's okay. That's acceptable. We have no problem with that.
Oh yeah.
We have standards here in District 4.
Right. We have standards.
Cass wouldn't actually hurt a kid.
No.
Of course not.
He doesn't know that.
And she's just very willing to make them believe that she will.
That big sword on your back is just for show.
It's just for
prop.
pizza. But, yeah, no. Like, we have standards in District 4. They're low. Like, I don't know. If you would give that kid a smack, they'd have been like, whoa, hold on, pal. You should tell her what she wants to know. But Cassandra, do you have any survival skill or knowledge geography?
I have survival.
Survival will have to do.
Okay. All right. Sorry, having problems locating my lucky die. And that was probably more lucky than I needed. What a freaking waste. I should have saved the lucky die for later.
Oh yes, Reese, Pith, please
Yeah.
write your total and the roll you're rolling in chat. If you say it, I will forget it as soon as it leaves your mouth.
Excellent.
So, yeah, that was a natural 20 on my survival roll.
Oh, fantastic! Did you know
showcasing your skills?
you were able to determine which way is east, or well, Septemportian east?
Like I said, a complete freaking waste.
And so you're able to follow the kid's rough directions by being able to keep in mind, like, well, it's over there, so if I follow this street and go down this way and go down this alley and dodge that alley because it looks like there's a bunch of ne'er-do-wells in it, and then take this turn and keep going that way, and soon enough you come upon one building across from another building, the Black Hand building being very well to do, adorned with Black Hand banners, and the building across the street in a state of serious disrepair. There are boards over the window. You're pretty sure it's condemned.
Was that the old Whitefoot?
It was indeed the Ivory Foot.
Ivory Foot, yeah.
Alas, the Ivory Foot is no more. But since you have arrived, Psalm. What was the name of your village again?
Fuck. I have no idea.
That's fine. If your village does not have a name, one will be provided for it.
There are random village name generators, I'm sure.
There's like a zillion of them.
I love fantasy name generators. I owe them my life.
Psalm, you are from a little jungle village by the name of Pav. Exports include pitch and crocodile leather. Imports include, well, the crocodile meat's pretty sustaining, but it's nice to have veggies and fruits. Last I checked, Pith, Psalm was curious about why the Englanders despise the mutants so much.
Yeah, that's actually something I really want to know.
Well, as it so happens, the elders of your village hear your plea, and they tell you of someone who might know. There is a circle to the clergy of Halt in Durzel. What is the name of the village you have been squatting in these many years?
That's a great question. I don't think we ever established it. 1 second.
If your village does not have a name, one will be given to you.
Okay, and you said circle of what? Sorry, one
Circle
more time.
of Halt. The Hell Emperor.
Oh yeah, hold. All right. Here.
And that's HOLT or HAL?
HOLT. Ooh, I
Oh,
smell
like-
someone taking
let's-
notes.
To do. But like to do.
Yeah.
TWODEW.
Sounds about right. They tell you about a circle devoted to the cult of Holt in a village to the northwest called Tudu. And they're willing to drop you off there with a group of people who also want to go see. They want to go on an adventure. We got a bunch of young bucks who are tired of being held down. What's that thing that the Amish do where they let you like go out into the city and almost die, and then they're like, "You should come back home," and they're like, "Please."
I forget what that's called.
Pilgrimage? Who knows?
Yeah, it's like a rite of passage of like you should be Amish and here's why.
Right. Rumspringa.
Yep.
A large percent of them, for the first time in their lives, go on their own into the outside world. So, yes. Although I'm pretty certain the Hell Jungle would call it walkabout. So you and some people are gonna go on walkabout. Now, how are your survival skills?
Mine are not good.
That's
But do I have Zadru with me?
You absolutely have Zodru. Zodru is always with you.
Okay, well he has good survival skills. Can I use his?
You may absolutely, if you're willing to lend him your eyes, and if you're willing to lend him your senses, he will show you things you've never considered.
All right, I will do so.
Give me a survival roll, please. Zodru, when I say borrowing your senses, I mean that quite literally. He does not want to leave your body, But if you're the two of you can work together. If you give him your eyes, nose, and tongue, he's willing to leave you the legs and arms, and you can work together to figure some things out.
Just as long as he just doesn't try and talk to people, that's fine with me.
Oh, dear God, no, he would never imagine such a thing. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. You said the T word. He doesn't like the T word. He doesn't like to talk about it, so he doesn't like to talk about it. But he is able to point out some things that you don't know anything about. He points out berries in the hill jungle that are safe to eat, and fruit trees which are safe to eat, and tracks you want to avoid, and water that you can drink. The rest of the team is honestly astonished with your abilities. The others are like, so, is there a reason you don't go out hunting with the rest of us? What do you do in POV anyway?
I study. I was never strong enough to hunt.
Well, makes sense. I guess we'll have to go a little lighter on the road then. But still, your skills are not what I was expecting from a bookworm.
They so they didn't like see like Zadru like come out of my face or anything when
No,
he
no,
was
no.
like using my senses. Okay.
Like, Zodru likes to spend most of his time in your body. And so in order to do this, he slithered his way up to your brain and just made a little nest in there and took control of the ocular nerve and the parts of your brain responsible for using your nose and tongue.
Okay, so I looked to whoever said that to me, and I said yeah, I guess I just got a natural talent for it, and then I smile.
They have no reason to disbelieve you. And if you were doing something naughty, they you and these guys aren't friends. They're like Pov's jocks. But you do know them, and they do know you, and they're not like, he's possessed by demons. They're like, huh, nerd's got some secrets. Okay. Maybe there are useful things in these books.
I just use them for fire, honestly.
A few days later, you arrive in Tudu, and your fellow travelers are somewhat disappointed that the town is very much like their own. Most Hell Jungle towns are little swamp towns. I'm thinking of what's the name of that? What's the name of the little Gelfling town? Iron Swords? Is that it? Shit.
Yeah. That sounds right.
Yeah. They look like. Here's a decent enough image. They look like this. There's usually some marshy water and some risen docks, platforms, and homes.
Oh, so like literally every town in Murkmire.
Right.
Pretty much.
Because the Hell Jungle is a jungle. It's a jungle out there.
Poison in the very air you breathe.
Oh, goddamn. Here's another really good one. Except the difference between the Hell Jungle and Murkmire is that the Hell Jungle has dinosaurs. Or does Murkmire also have dinosaurs?
Do you count Argonians?
I was about to say Argonians don't count.
Okay. There are things called Argonian behemoths that are like bigger, scarier Argonians.
I think those do count, actually. But yeah, these kids were expecting, oh man, a big city, and they're like, fuck, this is just like where we live, but it's bigger. There's just more of it.
They thought they like went in a circle.
No, they don't think they've gone in a circle, but they were like, oh man, the big city is gonna have blackjack and hookers, and they're like, nope, the big city is just like our town, but there's more of it.
Right. So I looked to the one who complimented my great hunting abilities, and I said, "Do you know where this demon cult is?"
No, we. Oh, okay. We want to like have some. We want to have some blackjack and hookers, but we do not want to fuck with demons.
Okay. Well, the
Are they
elder.
talking about this out in the open?
Yeah. The
Oh,
circle
okay.
of Halt is not a forbidden tradition.
What are the odds that Durs may have overheard this conversation taking place?
It is your responsibility to keep your eyes and ears open.
Yeah, that's a 17. I totally heard what they were saying.
Yeah.
I'll just after he says, you know, oh, we don't know anything to do with demons, I'll just let's walk over and be like, I think you're mistaken about what sort of following Holt has, but perhaps I can help. And this is a over 7 foot tall, burly creature that may at one time have been an orc. Very burly and just covered in a protrusion of what look maybe like bone spikes. But if you've ever seen, I have a picture. Boop. Where'd it go?
About to say, subdermal calcium deposits.
Yeah. If you've ever seen this character from Marvel, and this is how big he is. Here you go. I got you references.
Aww.
Thank you.
Is that
Gift
Marrow?
that keeps giving.
Is that Marrow?
Yeah, that's Marrow.
Okay.
So just a lot of bone spikage kind of everywhere and way too many teeth. Long auburn hair that's actually kind of like immaculately kept compared to this sort of vicious looking body. The clothes that he's wearing are well kept. He's not like got, you know, dirt smeared on his face or anything like one might expect from somebody that looks rather monstrous. But he does have a holy symbol for Holt, like pinned onto kind of the cloak thing that's draped around his shoulders.
Meanwhile, the tribals you brought with you, Psalm, their leader, Nakosi, is like, oh, well, Psalm, looks like you found him. We gotta go. We're gonna go hang out for a little while, so you hang out with your new friends. Good luck, bye. And they fucking bounce.
The brothel 2 streets over is exceptional, Holt calls as they kind of run away quickly.
And they all look to each other and they're like, we gotta get some money so we can get some ladies.
You're looking for me then?
I was informed that you might know why the people outside the Hell Jungle hate us. And you said you're 7 feet tall, right?
Yeah.
So you are standing a good like foot and a half over me, and even though I am like just like up to your chin, I am very very skinny, and I'm wearing this like cloak poncho thing, and you don't know, but underneath are like I'm kind of obscuring it from you, but I have 4 arms, and they're all kind of like lanky, and basically they kind of look like I've starved to death. Like I am the like I look like the epitome of weakness. And I said,
Oh, go ahead.
yeah, and I said, and also I am very sorry about calling your church a cult. That is just what somebody else had told to me, so I am very
Well, I
much
mean,
misinformed.
we are sort of a cult, but it doesn't matter. You didn't eat on your way over here? He says, kind of like looking you up and down.
No, I ate plenty of berries.
Right, come with me. And he just starts off down the street towards the inn to get you some actual food.
Does does um does Zaju have like give me any like bad vibes from this guy? Like, does he think that this guy's like trouble?
Um. May I have Zoju's sheet? Or more accurately, could I have Zoju's sense motive score? Hey.
So I'm guessing just no, because
Well,
it's 0.
I mean, he gets a roll. Well, that's going to be difficult to determine. He may be a friend or he may be an enemy, but I can tell you for certain he is one or the other. There's no in between with this one.
Very helpful, as always. Okay, so yeah, I'll follow him. Sure.
He doesn't even look back to see if you're following. That may be something that you notice immediately. Like doesn't look back, like just says come on and just walks.
Okay. So I'm walking like I'm not like sprinting or I'm not even like trying to catch up to you. I'm like following you, like I'm stalking you through the streets instead of like by your side.
I'm about to say, the Cult of Halt is not like a shameful thing in to do.
No, I mean not like I'm being shady or like I'm being sneaky. I'm just like, casually just like walking and like intently staring at him.
Right. I just wanted to make sure that everyone is aware, especially Durzul, that no one is going to be like, Durzul, your kind don't belong here. Like, the people here are like, whatever, they worship demons. They ain't killed anybody.
They love me. It's fine.
Right, no, I'm not being apprehensive because of the demons. I'm being apprehensive because he's a lot bigger and a lot stronger than me.
I don't know what's wrong. What's he gonna do? Crush your skull like an apple? Fucking
Yes!
Don't be a poos. Now, Durzul,
Mm-hmm.
why the inlanders despise you all so much is something that you have considered for a long time.
Okay.
You're not exactly certain of it yourself, but you do have some ideas. Give
Okay.
me a knowledge history roll.
Okay. And have I also just kind of come to the conclusion that it's because we're better than them?
Well, we'll see about that.
I'm not trained in knowledge history. Is that okay?
You're rolling a straight intelligence, and even if you succeed, your result will be poor.
It's a 12.
That's a 12. Yeah. Your assumption is, well, they've got to be jealous. If that's your assumption, then that's your assumption.
Yep.
And as you bring the skinny boy in for a meal, you may tell him that, or you can hold it over him and get some leverage.
Ooh, I do love leverage.
We do love leverage. We do stand leverage in this household.
I don't tell him. I'll say something like, well, it's rather actually a complicated and complex set of philosophies, if you will, as to why the relations between the inlanders and us are as they are. If you, well, I'm headed in to actually meet with a companion in District 4, and if you were to accompany me, I suppose I could maybe try to introduce you to the line of thinking. There's several schools of thought, honestly, about He just kind of goes on while watching this kid eat to make sure that he's actually eating.
Dazul, give me a diplomacy for bullshit.
Yeah, sure.
Are you guys familiar with the comedian?
18.
Perfect. Are you familiar with the
Oh, sorry.
comedian who says nothing? I once recently saw a tight five of a comedian who doesn't say anything. He doesn't say any jokes. He just says like stand-up comedian joke signifiers. He's just like, you guys heard about this? You seen this? You heard about this? And this is in the news. I mean, come on! And he just says things like that for 5 minutes. It's beautiful.
Amazing. Yeah.
And so, yes, you give him the philosophical equivalent of the comedian saying nothing.
Yep, that sounds right.
Now, Som, give me
I'm not sure what you guys are eating because you're serving him a whole crock of shit.
Now, Som, give me a sense motive to see if you can try to pull through this bullshit. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. It seems legit. I mean, if you go with him, he might have enough time to explain it to you. And I mean, you really didn't have anything going on in the Hell Jungle anyway. You're a young and
Right.
impressionable child. It's your responsibility to go on adventure. Bring honor and glory to your house.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
And I
No.
mean, so Drew has been talking about how you should travel. Well, he goes back and forth.
You should really get out of the house.
He says from within the house.
Right. We need to get out of here. Well, where is here? Here! This place! We need to go! Well, where should we go? Not there! No! You know what? Let's just sit down for a while. We'll figure some things out, and then we'll leave. Leave to where? From what?
Okay, I don't want to give him a brain aneurysm. I give you kind of, as I like slowly, whatever you bought me, like a drumstick of chicken or something, whatever
Oh,
it
yeah.
is.
Just a big meal, like probably what I would usually eat.
Okay. So I'm looking at this plate that's like 5 times my normal serving portion, and I just like I like take the big ass drumstick, and I just like, as I'm like picking off the skin and just like putting like little nibbles into my mouth, I look at you and I say, I would like to get out of the Hell Jungle, if you would have me.
Sure. You seem like a nice enough kid.
Worst case scenario, you feed him to the Raiders of District 6.
Right. I
Right.
mean, it's fine.
It's fine.
The Raptors would eat him long before we got to District 6.
There's nothing to eat.
They
Yeah.
like to gnaw on bones.
Hey man, there's marrow in them thar bones. You can eat that bone? Give it here.
Yeah, it's also
And
nice to be able to pick your teeth with something.
Mm-hmm.
That's also true.
So, yeah, I nod and... Sure. Yes, it'll give me an excuse to explain all of this. More time, really, to get into the intricacies of it, you know.
And Durzul, as fate would have it, you have been commanded to visit the Black Hand. There's someone there who might be a heretic, might not be heretic. You're just there to gather some information and make a report.
Sounds fine to me.
Yeah, you're not supposed. You will not be condemning anyone. Do not sass back at this council. And so you made your way to District 6. How did you make your way into, through, and out of District 6?
With money.
Fair enough. Bribery is always an option. Derzul, how much coin do you have?
Oh, 29 gold pieces.
I have a feeling that's not enough.
Oh, it's
Um,
gonna be. I have
mm,
29 gold pieces and a fist.
mm, so, okay. You get to the wall of the district and one of the gates therein.
Mm-hmm.
And you wait in line for a while between other travelers. Some mutants are turned away. Some merchants go inside. The merchants
Mm-hmm.
you see are strange.
Mm-hmm.
They're not like people you're familiar with. They're not mutants. They're foreigners.
Interesting.
Coming into the Hell Jungle?
Coming through the Hell Jungle into District 6.
Mm.
Motley caravans with, guards wielding mithril weapons, which is not unheard of. There's a mithril mine at the edge of the Hell Jungle leading to the outside world. So they probably hit that, got some cheap mithril, and I mean cheap fucking mithril. Like it's just in a hole in the ground. Like you go down the hole and you pick it up. Like but yeah, no, they got strange pack animals. Not
Pick up
not
Train shirt for me while you're there.
not Helgak. Bison. Horses? Camels? Who the fuck are
What
these
are-
people?
Are they trading with them in any way to get the things? Like, are they handing money over? How are they getting in?
Yeah, they're paying for passage.
Mm-hmm.
When you get to the front of the line, so the guards are let me let me get the guards all set up.
Question for you.
Shoot.
How difficult would it be to slip in with one of these merchant caravans? Like, how many people do they have? What kind of guards do they have?
That would not be too tricky. Well, actually, you know what? That's going to be a big problem because you are mutant, and they will be like,
Oh, yeah.
Mutant, not guard caravan. But if you did wanna hop on board a caravan, you could probably like talk to a caravan master and arrange for transportation.
What if I just like threw the small one up into a wagon and like
They'd probably ask you, "Please get out of our wagon. What are you doing?"
Okay, they'd notice. All right, fair enough. Yeah. What would I have to do to talk to a merchant guy and
Like you could just go up to a merchant trader. Like everyone's in line. Like no, everybody took a number. Like you can just move around. They call your number. Like you can roam freely.
Got it. Another question for you.
Shoot.
How likely are these guards to have had troubles with the local fauna on their way through the Hell Jungle as we like approached District 6?
So the traders, probably quite a bit. You don't know how many of them started this journey, and you don't know how many made it. You can't make a positive assertion of that, but it would be fair to guess that not all those who made it here.
So, another question.
Shoot.
If we knew that we needed to slip into District 6 before we got all the way to the wall, what are the chances that, say the night before, or maybe 2 nights before, in the middle of the night, when all the nighttime creepy crawly Hell Jungle critters come out to feast, we could have valiantly rescued, I say in scare quotes, a caravan from an attack?
That can certainly be arranged. You know what? So okay, here's what happens. You guys go up to the wall. You see this, and caravans come and go. They must have taken a road here. If you backtrace their road, no doubt you can find another caravan. It might not need help, but you can make it need help.
That's exactly what I was gonna ask. Is like I may or may not create the monster incursion that. Okay,
Um,
I want to give help to this caravan.
I just all right. Do get help. No, please don't. It's embarrassing.
Get help.
So
I mean, he's small enough. I could easily lift him.
that's true. That being said, do you tell Som about this plan, or do you just walk off into the jungle and expect him to follow you?
Oh, I'd probably fill him in
Okay.
to the extent of stay here.
You're gonna have to like go a few hours outland.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I'll take him with me.
And like I said, like I'm sorry, Som, but you're not in a position to be like, hey man, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, I guess he'll just like he just looks at me and says follow, and then I'm like, oh, okay, I guess we're going this way now.
Now, Durzel, what exactly are you looking for in terms of something to scare a caravan? The options are myriad. You could cause some sort of stampede and try to remedy it. You could entice some sort of beast to attack their camp.
Yep.
You could find a fae and strike a deal.
Oh, it's probably a big critter, and I just coax this big critter to come munch on this caravan full of people.
Okay.
Are there intelligent beasts
There
in the Hell Jungle?
There are some. Let me see what the intelligence of an owl bear is.
Cool.
Because I think owlbears have an intelligence score. Never mind, owlbears have an intelligence score of 2.
Okay.
They are too stupid. How smart's an Otyug? Because you might be able to coax and negotiate one of those. Oh man, an Otyug has an intelligence of 5. That's like a person with Down syndrome. So like you could potentially.
Well, they do have a
convince them to do
language.
this. Right? They have
Before
a
you-
scent-based language.
Before you follow through with this, what is so? Have we already like scouted a caravan to like quote unquote like
No, at this point, I think it's trying to find a combination of, because there will be caravans on the road. The matter is, what do I find to attack it? Durzel.
Sage? Sorry, my second question is is a gigantic snake formidable enough, or probably not?
A single giant snake, like a medium-sized snake, might not be big enough, but that could be an accompanying element.
What if we put a medium-sized snake directly into the merchant, like the caravan master's wagon window, and then miraculously saved him?
Now, what I'm thinking is it might be easiest to hire a troll.
Oh, yes.
Because there are trolls in the hill jungle, and I don't
Mhm.
run trolls as chaotic evil. I roll them as chaotic stupid. So like they're not gonna eat you unless they're hungry, and if they are hungry, they'll be like, "You got any food?" And if you say yes, they'll be like, "Give it." And if you're like, "No," they're like, "Well, I'm gonna punch you and take it." But like they don't make a habit of eating people unless they're very hungry. In which case, sorry, dude, your food, like, the food chain is the chain I beat you with, so that you're unconscious when I eat your skull. I'll make it quick. I'm not unreasonable. But Durzul, do you speak giant?
No.
Then communicating with this troll might be difficult. Not impossible. They're not very smart. But you will have to like convince it to help you and pay it with something. But yeah, bribing a troll to be like, hey, we need your help to attack this caravan, and don't kill anybody, and just leave when we hit you a few times. You'd be like, okay, what are you gonna give me?
Can I give him 5 shiny gold pieces?
Well, first things first, you gotta find a troll. So,
Okay.
y'all, what? They live in cold mountains? Fuck
This
that!
is ridiculous. I love it.
So, the both of you, well, so you can, Durzel, you can make a survival check to find where a troll is living.
Oh, sure.
If you don't tell Psalm what's going on, he can't roll to help you.
Oh yeah, I tell him. I let him know what's up.
Okay.
But like in like obscure bits and pieces as we walk. Like you get the idea that Durzul may at one time in his life have been a very silver-tongued like con man. Like he just nothing's ever direct. He just kind of talks his way around. But eventually, as you are traveling through the jungle, he does fill you in on like what his goal is.
Right.
I'd like to imagine that like you're just like you like bend down to look at tracks, and I ask you, "What are you doing?" And then you give me like vague answers, like "I'm tracking," and then like we continue, and then and then you do it again, and I'm like, "What are we tracking?" And you're like, "A troll."
Right, and
So,
which leads to the
like,
question.
ad nauseum.
Which leads to the question. Well, why are we looking for a troll? And Durzul's like, we need one.
Yeah,
Why?
that sounds
We need his
that
help.
sounds accurate.
Why? To get into District 6.
This sounds like so much that this sounds entirely accurate.
Right. How is a troll
Learning
gonna
that you have to ask more and more specific questions to get the information you want.
How is a troll gonna help us get into District 6? A troll can't help us get into District 6. That's not what you just said.
It's going to attack the caravan. Like,
Why do we want to attack
Why?
the caravan? So that we can rescue it. Think!
Yep.
Some think! So...
just galaxy brain over here.
Right. So Durzul, a 16 is more than enough to find the tracks of a troll. They're generally not afraid of anything. There, thank you. Like, trolls are not afraid of a lot of the native fauna in the Hell Jungle, because, like, if they get attacked by a raptor, like, the raptor can't kill it.
Right.
Either the troll kills the raptor and gets dinner, or the raptor bites hunks out of the troll until it's no longer hungry, and then it leaves. And then the troll regenerates and is like, well, that sucked. Ow. Oh, never mind. A velociraptor would get fucking housed by a troll. Yeah, a velociraptor is a CR2.
How does this troll feel about soap? Because I have soap, and that is a rare commodity.
It is a rare commodity, but troll's probably not going to care about that too much.
But it smells really nice.
So, like, a troll would have problems fighting a triceratops.
Oh, God.
But even then, I think aren't triceratops triceratops are herbivorous, so like that's not even a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, now I'm on what dinosaurs fight trolls? It's important.
I mean, even a T-Rex, which could, is powerful enough to chew on a troll. I mean, I don't know what happens when you have like a dismembered troll in your stomach while acid.
I was about to say
Never
that's
mind.
acid that'll
Never
kill it.
mind. Yep, never mind. That'll work.
And yep, T-Rexes have the swallow whole ability, so they can definitely eat a troll. But yeah, for the most part, like there are other dinosaurs and nasty things in the Hell Jungle, and trolls don't give a fuck about any of them.
Are trolls just like land starfish? Like if you chop off their limb, do you now have 2 trolls?
Yes.
Excellent.
If that removed limb has enough nutrition to consume, like if you chopped off a troll limb and left it in the desert, it would eventually wither and die. But if you dropped a troll limb into like a cesspit, it would have a whole bunch of delicious bacteria to consume.
That's how they reproduce in the wild.
Actually, they fuck, but they can reproduce via parthenogenesis. That being said, that's dangerous and can cause troll inbreeding and stupidity. Because, like, if you run into your alternate troll self and have a troll kid, that's going to be one fucked up troll kid.
And of course, there's other fun games you can play with trolls, like if you're torturing them and you kind of split their head in half or split their arms in half, and you can make all sorts of extra limbs grow on them. It's
That is also true.
fun evil tricks to play with trolls.
Trolls frequently... Oh my god. The two-headed troll is thought to be the hideous offspring between an Etten and a female troll. Sages contend that no other explanation is possible to explain this monster. Criminy. But yeah, you find a troll. The troll has got a little campfire in a little jungle lair all to his own. And give me a sense motive roll on this troll.
Oh, goody.
Okay.
$20.
This troll is hungry.
I'm gonna pull out some of my trail rations.
How many trail rations do you think it'll take to feed that thing?
That's a very good question.
Yeah, how many trail rations do I think it'll take to feed that thing?
That's a good question. Give me an intelligence roll
Oh, God.
as you start performing simple gastromancy in your head.
12.
12.
Yeah.
6.
Uh,
If you give it
5.
6 days of rations based on its size and what you would estimate its hunger to be, that will satiate it.
So you only have 5?
Yeah.
I too only have 5. Would you like to split the difference and each give him 3?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
So you each feed this troll, and like it takes a few steps towards you, and you pull out your trail food, and it's like, okay.
Like the fucking like a cross to a demon, like stay back.
Right, and I mean, like he like there was definitely like, oh sweet, sometimes the night is kind to me. Sometimes dinner comes to you, and then you produce what is probably going to be tastier and already prepared, and it's like, okay, cool, salt. And it just,
I was visualizing a big dog, like, you know, someone holding a treat. It's like, here, catch.
and like you've got these like bagged little rations, and it just eats the whole thing, bag and all. It doesn't even unwrap them.
Jesus.
It's like a dumpling.
Yeah,
Oh
no,
my God.
it doesn't.
It
give a
is.
Fuck. Let me see if I can find a junk troll. No, not those trolls. Yeah, I'll take this one. You eat plants? I eat plants. You eat beasts? I eat you.
Oh boy.
So yeah, this troll has got altogether too many teeth, very much like you.
Uh-huh.
And once you once you get all of its once it's fed, it just sort of like sits down, and it's not gonna like take a nap, but like it's just chilling out.
I would like to play charades with the troll.
Give me a diplomacy roll.
Oh boy.
Trolls are actually quite wise, so it might understand like what you're trying to intimate.
Ah, yes! It's a nat 20 for a 26.
Hot.
Already
Typing
dead.
it in right now.
So you do an interpretive dance. It's very interpretive. The troll understands essentially basically exactly what you want to say. You're like, okay, one finger you, campfire, you build like a little camp of merchants out of like twigs and rocks.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Then you're like, all right, one finger, you, and then you like pick up another rock and make it go into the camp, and then you make a bunch of noises.
Things
You
over,
knock some
right.
things over, and you know, you make it clear like no one gets hurt, but some people get fucked up. And then you like pick up 2 more rocks and point to you and some, and you're like, these are us, and we come in. And then we make you go away, and you're like, "Oh no, I can't!" Oh, and then you leave, and then we're done. and then you can do whatever you want. And this troll like considers itself, and at this point, like it just looks at you all and like gives you the fucking finger pointing into hand meme, like, what you gonna give me?
Oh boy.
This is probably the clearest Psalm knows the plan now too.
Yeah, this is
You finally know what's going on.
now I got the full picture too.
Does he have a source of clean water?
A troll doesn't need a source of clean water.
Not even for drinking purposes or anything?
No.
Does he have a basin in which I could make him a mud puddle? Like, where does he do his
Well, he shits deeper into the jungle, and when it comes to
Okay.
like consuming fluid, he just picks up water and puts it in its mouth.
Okay,
Like,
all right.
because of a troll's absurdly high fortitude save, like it just doesn't
Uh-huh.
care. Like,
Uh-huh.
poison, disease, ringworm, bitch, my immune system kills parasites.
Sounds like a you problem.
Can I somehow maybe like trick the troll that I can like make him permanently bigger? Would that appeal to him?
Give me a raw charisma roll, because, or like a charisma or a diplomacy, because this is a difficult to explain the value in.
Okay.
Like, if you give him like a chocolate bar, he's like, yeah, man, the chocolate bar is yummy, I want it. But if you're like, I can make you bigger, he's like, excuse me, how does that help? What the fuck are you talking about? I'm already big. No, bigger. What the fuck are you talking about, mate? Okay. You yeah, you're able to properly express to it that like you can make him bigger. And he just shrugs like, well, I don't care. Like,
What's the type of dinosaur you said could actually take on a
oh,
Like a
yeah,
T-Rex.
a T-Rex.
So I start making, like, I start doing like a T-Rex dance, like I do the tiny gnarled little front arms, and then I point at him and I go and puff my chest out and make myself bigger, and I point at the little person with me, at Psalm, and I point at him and I do the T-Rex arms or whatever, and then I beef myself up again,
And then
and
I start to cower in fear.
and I just plant my palm in the center of Psalm's chest and just shove him.
Oh god.
Are you trying to say you can beat a T-Rex if we make you bigger? Okay.
Yeah, like the T-Rex is gonna be a bitch.
And more pointedly, if he ends up at huge size, a T-Rex can't eat him anymore because he's too big. And like the troll gets it, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, all right.
This is the dumbest shit.
And it basically tells you to lead the way. Like, I don't know where to find this camp. Show me a camp and I'll do it. I don't give a fuck.
Oh my god, this is ridiculous. We're gonna go to a merchant camp.
You go back to the road leading to the District 6 gate, and you find a group of bison-bound merchants, and man, they are dressed too warm for this shit. You don't know where they come from, but they shouldn't be here. And the troll is just like waiting for your signal.
I give him the high sign.
You give him the high sign, and he's like, he like dusts off his hands, and he just fucking runs into the camp like a fucking galloping asshole. And you know, the people in the camp are shouting in common and some tongue that you don't recognize, and they're just like, oh fuck, it's a troll! And you know, they pick up bows and swords and torches, and they're like trying to hurt him, and he's like knocking people over and like shakes the wagon, and he's like, ah! And like he gets the deal. He's like, nope, I'm not gonna kill anybody, but like he does like fucking. I don't know if you've ever caught a backhand from a troll. It's a lot. That's a D6 plus 5 damage, baby.
I'm gonna take my two-handed bastard sword out of the sheath on my back. I'm gonna cast magic weapon on it to make it glow and look all fucking badass. And I'm gonna nod to Psalm and just like charge into this camp and be gone, foul beast. And I'm gonna cast acid splash at the ground by his feet, but not actually hit him with it.
Right. And
I'm just like staring, like fucking dumbfounded. I'm like, like I got like the idea of the plan, and then when I saw it executed, I was just like stunned. I didn't know what to do. I was just like,
I mean, for the most part, it works. Like you fuck up the troll at like a little. Like you can. It's got regeneration 5, so like you can hit it if you like. You know, give me an attack roll against the troll, just like to make it look
Jeez.
good.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because of their
boy.
regenerative abilities, trolls are fearless.
Good.
Like they're.
I don't actually want to hurt him.
Well, he doesn't care. Like he doesn't care about being hurt. Like to troll, there's hurt, and then there's fucking whatever. I chopped your
shoot, I
arm off.
forgot to-
Fuck off. I don't care.
I forgot to put my attack modifier in here.
It'll grow back.
Ribs grow back. They do.
Cap, do you know what the attack modifier for a bastard sword is off the top of your head?
It's gonna be your base attack bonus, which I believe is 2
Y'all.
Plus
your strength.
modifier.
modifier,
Yes.
Brilliant.
plus 1 because it's a masterwork weapon.
Oh, gotta love those masterwork weapons.
That's an 18 to hit.
Oh yeah, roll damage. You chop this troll good, and it's like, oh no, blade, and like it like flashes you a thumbs up, like yeah, we're gonna make it look good.
It's 4, 8, 10 damage.
Yeah, you hit it for 10 damage, and they plink it with some arrows, and you know they got some torches, and they're like trying to burn it, but torches only add 1 fire damage, and it's like, oh no, and it runs back off into the jungle.
Beautiful.
Now, Durzul, while you negotiate with the caravan master, the troll is gonna negotiate with you.
okay, cool.
Like it just finds you, and it's like, okay, like
Yeah.
it motions for like, no, make me big.
Okay, so I bring it. So while he's negotiating, my plan is to like bring it very far away, because after I make him big, I have 3 minutes to get the fuck out of here. Okay, so I'm gonna walk him and kind of talk at him. I'm gonna be like, the greatest thing about being big is that you won't be eaten by a T-Rex, and I keep like just reiterating like he's gonna be big part until we get far away, and then my hand's just gonna glow, and as I'm patting him on the back, he's gonna just like bump up in size, and I'm gonna cast enlarge person on him.
Sounds good. You make him big, and he's just like, fuck yeah, being big is awesome, and he gives you a salute, and he just sort of wanders off.
Okay, and I go back the other way, like very fast walking.
Right. Now, let me find a delightful little caravan master.
Oh my god.
What a gambit! Session 0.
That's
This is
fucking
gonna be incredible.
You find a guy who looks like this. And he's just like, oh, thanks a lot, stranger. You mutants are really helpful people. Without your help, it would have been much more difficult to get that troll away from here. You really hit him with that sword of yours.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Well, when you live in the hell jungle as long as I have, you really you learn the ins and outs of really dealing with those creatures, you know.
Give me a diplomacy roll. He's rolling sense motive with disadvantage because he has no reason to believe that you're playing him or anything.
Sure. What is that? Not as good as I would like, but not terrible.
Sounds good. Yeah. So he just looks at you and he's like, "Well, where I come from, we repay favors, we repay debts. So if there's anything that we can do to help you, just say, and we'll do our best."
Well, I'm looking to. Seems like we're headed in the same direction. I'm looking to head on through into District 6. Could myself and my small compatriot join you?
And like there's some like question like compatriots, and then some you fucking power walk in from the jungle.
I wipe my brow as I go, whoo! As I like nearly just like got away with some like fuckery.
And he's just like, well, yes, certainly. I see no reason not to. And you're natives to the to the city of wonder. My grandfather told me.
Ah, yes, the City of Wonder. Do I know what the fuck he's talking about?
You have no idea, but
Is he talking to me or?
no, just like in general, to both of you.
Okay.
Yes, the City of Wonder. It's quite a place.
Derzul, Som, give me an appraise roll.
Okay, I don't have that skill.
Time for some intelligence.
I don't have that skill either. Okay.
I don't have that skill either. Hey, that's not so bad.
Oh boy, it's time for the March of the Dum-Dums. Hey, congratulations, you two figure it out. So, Derzul, what's a bastard sword made out of?
Mine is a lead-lined.
Lead-lined
Masterwork
steel,
lead-lined bastard sword.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy, the arrowheads that these people are using are made out of bone. It's not too difficult to determine that there is a distinct technological imbalance between you and them.
Ah.
Like, the axes these people are using are made out of bone and chipped stone, not
Oh boy.
steel. They've been affixed to their handles with sinew and vine.
So they're
boy.
primitives.
Yes. So when they say City of Wonder, like, that bastard sword is a fucking wonder.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, the City of Wonder, indeed.
I don't think we picked the right guys to get us into District 6.
It'll be fine.
I don't think we're making it.
Now, Som, it's only a matter of time before that troll realizes that you've scammed him.
Yeah, exactly.
You're going to need to convince these traders that they should get moving or the troll's going to come back. Alternatively, you can unite with them to fend off the troll.
Right, okay, so I look to the traders and I say, look, okay, so it's very, very common for trolls to come back with more trolls. So we should probably move camp because you don't want them to come back.
That is an excellent point, Psalm.
The both of you give me a diplomacy roll.
This feels like a lie.
Oh,
This is a lie roll.
Yeah, but you're his friend.
It's reasonable.
Right.
20 for 26.
Like, the only lie is trolls bring more trolls. The reasonable thing is, no, we need to go because he's going to come back.
Yeah, right?
Now, the way I do skill rolls is that every 5 points above 10 gives whoever rolled the highest +2 bonus. So, Som, you give Derzul a +4. And Derzul, you get a 30, and they're like, well, you know, we hate marching without sleep, but we're a strong people, and if you say that thing's coming back with friends, we just got to get going.
Yeah, that would be the
We
best
sure
plan.
do. We sure do.
And so he and his pals get in the wagon and make some room for you guys, and they get the yaks going. You know what? There's no room in the wagon for you guys, but you can walk
That's
alongside
fine.
the wagon.
That's fine. Yeah, I'll walk alongside the wagon.
Now, the two of you, it is late in the night, and both of you have not slept. So each of you give me a fortitude saving throw. Let me look up exhaustion. I can't remember if it's fortitude or just raw constitution.
I believe it's Rockon, but
Okay. So we'll roll the d20 and then we'll figure out what it is. No, I don't need exhaustion, the spell. Or you know what? I think it's under forced march. Give me that shit. Give me that shit. Yep.
Jesus, Sam, you've got a lot of constitution for such a fucking twerp.
No. I wasn't- Wrong Jeff.
I'd like to think that like Drizul is struggling, and I'm just like, what the fuck, bro? Like, we're just walking. Like, what's the problem?
Need my beauty sleep.
Oh, yeah.
That's completely straight faced. Like nothing about that statement is a lie.
So you guys head out and you guys march for 2 hours to get to the checkpoint in the night. So give me another Constitution check. The DC for this one is 12.
Yeah.
A pass is a pass. All right. Yep. The two of you, like a lot of these traders are tuckered out, and like, oh my god. Okay. So well, you know, they're tough. So they will end up taking. Oh dear God. So they take 2d. 2d6
Did we
points.
just march these poor fuckers to death?
No. Forced marching only deals non-lethal damage. The trouble is when you collapse, what eats you. So each of the guards and their bison takes 10 damage.
Oh my god.
But let me look up how many hit points a bison has, because I feel like they'll be fine.
Oh my god.
Like, they gotta have a lot of HPs.
As we're marching, just like, do I hear like
Yeah,
the
they're
yell of a troll, like
Oh yeah,
in the distance?
definitely. Far off in the distance, there is a troll being like, "Oh motherfucker, god damn it!" Ah! And it's like, I could chase them down, but also I did get 6 meals out of it. Yeah, fuck it. You ever feel like just cutting your losses? Trolls do that
Sure.
sometimes. So you guys approach the checkpoint in the middle of the night, and a fucking road warrior ass looking motherfucker comes out yawning.
I look to Drizul, and I kind of just like elbow him, like, "Hey, it's your turn to speak."
Drizul kind of like looks at the merchant guy.
Oh yeah, and he's like, no, don't worry, we got this.
Okay. Not worried.
Let me just see if I can find just like the perfect road warrior ass looking motherfucker. Go to your vault dweller. There we go. This guy looks young, dumb, and full of cum.
We can only hope.
This guy comes out of the guard post.
Just some random fucker.
Yeah, no, he's just some fucking rando.
Oh god.
Never change District 6.
Hey man, Connor can't afford the best. Well, he can't afford the best. They're just not here. He has to import
Fair.
the best.
This looks like Bo Burnham in a Mad Max cosplay.
Yeah, man. Like, fucking
like-
Bo Burnham with a sawn-off shotgun comes out of the guard post.
It's like Bo Burnham cosplaying as like Shane from The Walking
Oh
Dead.
my god! I just wait to see what the merchant leader does.
Oh, yeah.
In my defense, I saw the picture small and I don't have my glasses on, but my first thought was, is that Matt Mercer?
Bitch, it might be. But yeah, he comes out yawning. He's just like, state your business. And, you know, they're like, oh, we'd like to come in and trade. And he's like, well, if you want to do that, you got to pay the toll. And that means paying me. So, like, cough it up. And the two of you just sort of, like, keep a low profile. And it's just him. And, like, they give him some furs. And he's like, okay, cool. You got anything else? And they're like, nope, we got furs. And he's like, okay, we'll give you some more. And like give him like two like what sort of pelts do you get up there? They give him 2 bear pelts.
Reindeer. Oh, okay.
And he's like, sick, 2 bear pelts. Yeah, sounds good enough. You can go in.
Sweet.
And they just like raise the portcullis and y'all head into District 6.
Sweet.
Nice,
Yay.
we did it.
And you go from... This never gets easy. You go from fucking jungle to, like, you go through a tunnel and you come out the other end and there's just a... Oh, come on. Give it to me. There we
This is
go.
just like a big desert.
Nope. It's more hospitable than a desert.
Oh, okay.
It's like a savannah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a scrubland. The desert
Huh.
it used to be a desert. They fixed it.
Nice. Well, I suggest we make camp. We
Yeah,
all
I'm
look pretty
I'm-
tired.
yeah,
Yeah, we're all pretty tired. I think we should make camp.
everyone's pretty exhausted. So they
You should
make
get some
camp.
credit for that, though. I fixed Connor.
That's true.
Yup. Fixed.
Quote unquote. He's quote unquote better now.
I create some nice clean water.
You create some
For
clean
them.
water. Everybody drinks some water.
Yep,
Uh,
that's my contribution.
they drink some wine. Life is good. Y'all sleep.
Yep.
Morning dawns. And when you wake up, there are some more Mad Max looking motherfuckers, and none of them look as wimpy as bargain bin Matt Mercer.
And they have surrounded us, I suppose?
Yes.
Or no? Oh, okay.
And they look at the two of you specifically, and like the traders are like, whoa, we didn't do anything wrong, and they're like, no, you go in, we don't care about you. You two, you stay here.
We already got through the tunnel.
And that was a neat trick that you pulled, but we're gonna have to bring you to the big man.
Good luck, scrubs.
And we can
Oh boy.
and we can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. But one way or another, we're gonna take you to Connor.
Ah, Connor. I've heard he's quite powerful. Yes, I believe Holt does have some words for him. And I'll begin, like, quoting Holt's equivalent of scripture and just doing, like, the holy man act.
Oh yeah.
Like, just the very like giving them wisdom from the from our beloved demon father. And, like, I'm just it's
you start quoting Nietzsche at them. Let me find some Nietzsche quotes.
yeah.
Without music, life would be a mistake. There are two different types of people in this world. Those who want to know and those who want to believe.
How many of them are there?
6.
6.
There are no beautiful surfaces without a terrible depth.
I'm not
No
upset that you
Can
lied to
construct
me.
for you.
I'm upset that from now on, I cannot believe you.
No one can construct for you the bridge upon which precisely you must cross the stream of life. No one but you, yourself alone. Just going on.
Yeah, for the most part, they just sort of block you out. And after a few days travel, so you've got, you guys are out of food.
Okay, cool.
But they bring you to the ziggurat. Let me see if I can find what Connor's fort has turned into.
While you're doing that, I look to Durzul and I'm like, who is Connor?
The leader around here. I kind of whisper.
About to say, you're old enough to know about him.
Am I? I didn't-
No, not you, Som, but Drazul, you didn't meet him, but you did go through his land. And you know what? 40 years is enough for those to get covered up. And you approach Connor's throne.
You know, all truly great thoughts are conceived by walking.
Holy shit!
We've been doing a lot of that lately.
So,
I got you, man.
So they bring you in, and they're yeah, you know, they go up to the guards and they're like, we got two stowaways, 2 mutants, just like he said. And they're like, we shouldn't have expected anything less. All right, you 2 with us, and you leave those 6 guys and you go with another guy.
One guy?
Just one.
Uh-huh. What does this one guy that we're now with look like?
This one guy you're now with is, let me see if I can find a oh, beautiful. I couldn't have asked for anything better. He looks like an orc with attitude.
Okay.
Is the dog there too?
Yes. That dog, it doesn't bark because it knows better. It doesn't bark because it don't need to. It don't growl. It just looks at you. And they bring you in to court.
Oh boy. I lean over to Jazul and I'm like, hey, I think we're gonna find out why they hate us so much.
It's not complicated. Have you seen yourself? Have you seen me?
I was just gonna say, I was like, have you?
And so there's a little dais up some steps, and sitting atop a throne is a man made out of machinery. God damn it. And at each side there are firearms, and the firearms, you've never seen a cranky gun before.
A cranky gun.
Oh boy.
Not like a Gatling gun, but like it's a gun, but it looks upset.
Okay.
Now the dog doesn't growl at you. One of the guns does. And the golem reaches out a hand and pets it and says, "Now." And it whispers something to it. Give me a perception check.
perception's pretty good, yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Hey!
You both hear him say, now, they're worth more to us alive than dead.
Oh boy. I do not like the sound of that.
And he looks at the two of you and just asks, why are you here?
I'm making my way to one of my holy sites, a sort of pilgrimage, if you will.
And he looks at your holy symbol and he's like, interesting.
And the shrimps with me.
He can speak for himself. Or have you cut out his tongue and made him your slave?
Not yet, but I have considered it.
It would be the most profitable thing to do.
I was instructed to leave the Hell Jungle.
Instructed by whom?
You wouldn't know him.
That's quite a presumption, boy. Tell me.
Just some elders in my village, actually.
Are you lying to this man?
Are you asking me as the DM or as the golem?
Yes. But I'm asking as the DM to determine whether you should roll diplomacy or bluff.
Yeah, well, Zadru told me to leave, but I don't want to tell him who Zadru is, so...
That's exactly.
Yeah.
So give me a bluff. You are hiding something.
We're gonna die.
Gonna get big, guys.
Okay. So he gets up off of his chair and takes a few thundering steps down the dais.
He's around 12 feet tall, isn't he?
Yes, because
Okay.
he is large-sized.
I sidestep further away from Psalm.
And he like the other guy who came in here with you is like, I'm just gonna go. I'm out. And he comes down to you and just like he hunkers down and just says, "My time is very valuable. Do you understand?"
I understand. I have a question. If what is like going to be the generic reaction of like people who don't like mutants to if like I suddenly showed them like who Zadru is,
Well,
and he
Zadru,
just like he just like comes out of like my face or something. Like if he just like shows up, like
I
are
mean,
they gonna freak out and kill him?
that would probably freak them out a bit. It's unclear whether they would try to kill him or you, but like summoners are a thing in this world, so like eidolons are something that people are familiar with.
Right.
And like people summon things all the time.
Unusual, but not forbidden.
Right.
Right. So, I say, like very, quietly, like, Zadru, like I call to Zadru and I say, you can come out, and I like hold out my hand to the side, and he just like, from under my sleeve, he just starts coiling around my wrist, and then like perches on the palm of my hand, and I say, he wanted me to leave the Hell Jungle.
Interesting. There. Was that so hard?
No.
There. Good boys get treats. And he reaches into a little satchel and takes out a lollipop and hands it to you.
Okay, I put it in my bag.
Congratulations. You have one candy.
Nice. Okay, cool.
So he's yes. And you're Of course. You may travel through the district freely. I can't speak for you entering District 5, but I won't stop you from coming or going. Do not abuse this privilege.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Good boy.
Never.
Good boys get candy. And he takes out another lollipop and hands it to you, Derzul.
Is he coming on to me? Is that like?
It's
Can I get a
impossible.
read?
You fail. You roll sense motive. You get a natural 20 for a total of a 27, and you fail.
Okay.
This
It would be a 29, but that's besides the point. I still fail.
this thing is inscrutable. It operates on a logic that you are only beginning to understand.
Okay.
It seems to think that, like, people get prizes. Like, your good behavior can only be understood by it transactionally.
I pop the lollipop into my mouth.
It's tasty. It's sweet.
Good.
It's just sugar though. Like, it doesn't have any like flavor. It's just sugar.
That's fine. Sugar's good.
Oh yeah, man.
Live in the fucking hell jungle. Sugar's great.
Sugar's fucking great, man. Now, keep doing what you're doing. If I need you, I'll call you. Okay?
Sounds wonderful.
This conversation didn't happen.
Of course.
Good boy. Goodbye.
Have a pleasant day. And I turn and leave.
I follow quickly after him, like right on his heels. Like, get the fuck out of here.
And one of his attendants comes out, a little kobold, and just says, "You get papers! Congratulations! You buy and sell!"
Thank
Uh,
you.
And
Take the papers.
you
and
have acquired District 6 in and out passports.
Oh, lovely. I salute him with the lollipop. And carry on. What the fuck just
And he just looks at you and says, "Ah, good boy. Good boys get treats."
God.
I give him my lollipop.
Oh! Must have done good job. I get treats.
Oh my god.
And this fucking kobold starts fucking... Like, he takes his sharp teeth and immediately breaks the lollipop and just, like, tucks all the sugary goodness into the corner of his mouth and just fucking starts running through the halls. You ever seen a kobold with a sugar high? It's not pretty.
We about to.
I think I just got that kobold murdered.
How many licks does it
How many
take?
licks does? Nope, it's gone.
Crunch. So
Jesus
now the world may never know. So at this point, the issue is, well, you're out of food. You could buy some more for standard market prices. Markets in District 5 are, in District 6 are heavily regulated. We can't let the invisible hand pull anything in the wrong direction.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would happily just pay for some rations.
sounds good.
I don't know how much those cost, but I mean I'm in for it.
I'm pretty sure it's 1 silver piece per day for trail rations.
Okay.
You guys show up in fucking Barter Town and barter yourself for some food.
I spend a gold piece on rations.
Sweet. That's 10 days between the two of you.
Well, no, I'll buy my own.
Okay. But yeah.
Fur trader leader's name.
He did have a name. Nkosi.
Thank you.
The fur trader that we snuck in with.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is he around?
Oh, you're never gonna see him again. You were
Cool.
separated from your caravan and taken for a personal audience with the big man.
Yep, we're that important.
So that was Connor, huh?
That's Connor.
I guess so.
That was a much nicer first meeting with Connor than we had.
Oh, it's very
Much,
tense watching that.
much nicer.
Huh.
Do either of you
Oh,
have...
we got to see a lot of people murdered when we went.
That's true. Now, do either of you have any metallurgical ability? It's
I
fine.
have a sword welded into my chest.
Oh man, sweet. He appears to be made out of some sort of metal.
Let me
Men
see.
made of metal? That's not supposed to happen.
Metallurgical. No.
Yeah.
I could maybe a knowledge arcana.
I mean, knowledge arcana would tell you, yeah, he's a golem, but you don't know what he's made out of.
Okay.
But
Cool.
that's that.
He doesn't look like my my armor, does he? Does he look anything like a suit of, where did it go? I had the name of it here. Does he
Living
look
steel.
anything like a suit of living steel?
No,
Okay.
living steel's not as tough as what he's made out of.
Okay. Oh, that's the only bit of knowledge that I have, so that's it.
I got nothing.
Groovy.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, let's leave. I don't want to be here anymore.
Jesus.
Sounds good. Now there is the trouble of getting into District 5.
Oh my god. Can we just climb the wall?
Climbing the wall is definitely an option.
Uh-huh.
You guys get to the wall. It's a 2 days travel under cover of night. Give me some stealth rolls. Do y'all have grappling hooks?
I have a traveler's any tool, so yes.
Sweet. Do you have any rope?
I have 50 foot of hemp rope.
Perfect. You can definitely rope your way up that wall. It's just a matter of whether you catch a patrol or not.
Boy. Stealth. Maybe not. Maybe we don't. Maybe we don't try it. Cool.
About to say, you could always try finding a tunnel.
Yes. That one. Let's do that. That sounds better.
Alrighty
Does
then.
sound better.
Anything that doesn't involve me rolling a stealth check.
So, how are you going to find a tunnel? Do not dig straight down. You've played Minecraft. Never do that.
I could have Zaldry look for one, right?
This is true.
He can. Well, he not according to his skills, but typically snakes could like burrow into the ground and or at least feel.
Oh yeah, you can definitely. Snakes know a thing or two about tunnels.
Mm-hmm.
Your Zodru will roll survival with advantage because he knows about tunnels. You can find a tunnel. Tunnels everywhere.
So that's just a +2, or do I roll twice?
You roll twice and take the higher, and he still gets his survival bonus, whatever it is. I like advantage in 5th edition, so I stole it.
Advantage is good stuff.
It's
good.
fucking brilliant. Tunnel snakes rule. Oh fuck. Holy shit! Yeah, he finds you some tunnels. Now the question is, he's like, okay, tunnel beneath us, but how do we get in?
We got an A tool, right? We could just turn it into a shovel.
That's absolutely doable. So you guys start digging, and you dig, 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 and you dig,
Yeah.
Dear God. Okay, let me figure out how long it takes to dig.
Jesus. Tunnel snakes.
Okay,
Tunnel
so
snakes.
it takes about 4.24 minutes to dig a 6-foot deep hole of 16 inches in diameter. You would need more than a shovel, and you need more than an hour. Okay, so thank you, Google questions. Okay, all right. Okay, it's gonna take. It's gonna take a long time, but it's time well spent because you found a tunnel. You're gonna find something neato. So you end up you make a fucking dig site, and you're gonna be digging here for 2 days.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Just chilling, drinking conjured water, and eating food.
That sounds fine.
And
Okay. Cool.
then you hit tunnel.
Hey.
We did it.
Tunnel.
It's
Is this like a small tunnel, or is it like a?
wait.
If I swear to God, if this is a snake-sized tunnel,
No.
I'm gonna fucking kill your Eidolon. Jeez.
No.
It's like tunnel good for Zatru.
It's a railway tunnel.
What the fuck? Between the two districts?
Mhm.
What the fuck? Do I have any idea of what this is?
You have
Is there-
no fucking idea.
Okay.
But
This seems fine.
it's leading Septemport north. So I should mention north in Septemport is toward the peak, south is away from it, and then west is to the left of the peak, and east is to the right of it.
Okay.
And
So
compasses.
I'm guessing it's not going the way that we want to go,
No, it is.
or is it?
The
Oh, it
tunnel the tunnel goes north. So north is toward the peak, which means you will be going into the lower numbered districts.
I see.
Because the
Okay.
further you are from the peak, the higher the district number.
Is it going up at an angle?
Yes.
Or are we going... Okay, I just wanted to make sure we weren't going, like, straight into the heart of the mountain. Like, it's traveling at an upward angle. Okay.
Don't be a poos.
I'm a level 3.
Okay, maybe be a poos.
I'm gonna... Oh, fuck.
That being said, if you guys drop down into this tunnel, there's no digging your way back out unless one of you guys brought a ladder. Like, no grappling hook is gonna save you.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm in.
it's
I'm in.
going where you're going,
Let's do it.
and
It's an adventure, after all.
you guys start riding the rails, the hidden highways.
This is positive. It's a good thing.
And you go north. Everybody give me a knowledge, architecture, and engineering.
That's a knowledge type?
Uh-huh.
Oh boy.
It's the knowledge nobody takes.
I have knowledge dungeoneering.
Nope.
I have
Damn.
knowledge engineering.
Sorry,
Yes,
Harlan.
Slandra had it.
Know enough knowledge dungeoneering to know you're not in a dungeon.
If I'd say this is not a dungeon. Okay, the two of you see something that looks like this. You have no idea what it is.
We're gonna keep walking.
I'd say you guys marvel, boggle vacantly at this piece of machinery, and just keep going.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Great.
And you guys.
Can I strip it for parts? Is there anything of value on it?
I mean, that's the thing, because you rolled so poorly on architecture and engineering, you wouldn't even know what to take.
That's fair. All right.
Unless you
Nothing
wanna...
obviously shiny. All
No,
right.
there's nothing shiny. It's pretty old and beat up. Yeah, man, what the fuck? Fuck this thing. I kick it. It hurts. Anyway, so you guys keep going through the tunnels.
Uh-huh.
Everybody give me a knowledge geography roll. Ooh, there we go. The two of you put your heads together and realize that if you march for 4 days, you'll probably... Because, like, every once in a while, you run into a stairwell that goes up. But there's no telling where it goes, and there's no telling if you go up there, you'll be able to find your way back down.
Nah.
But if you guys go for 4 days, you'll have traversed, based on your rudimentary geographical knowledge of the city and the mountain, if you travel for 4 days, you should end up beyond District 5 and be able to climb up into District 4.
Beautiful.
Cool.
See
you in 4 days.
So you guys just go for 4 days, chilling, eating, drinking, shitting on the railways.
Real glad we bought these rations.
Yeah,
Right?
if you didn't, we'd have to be getting into the starvation
You said
rules.
4 days?
4 days.
And we
Okay.
dug for 2, so we are down to 4.
Oh, yeah. Yep, we're down
Yep.
to 4.
You guys have been out here for 6 days.
I love that we skipped District 5 altogether. We're just like,
Fucking-
nope.
It's for the best.
It's for the best.
It's a silly place.
There's wacky racists in District 5.
Oh, goody.
There are District 5 supremacists. And not to mention the religious zealots. Did I mention the religious zealots? There's a lot of those these days.
Would you perhaps say that they might be heretics?
They're not...
You.
Let's say they're not to you and not in accordance with their own principles.
Okay. Well, then I will allow them to live and continue on.
Yeah, a sect has opened up in the... Let me look at my pinned message, because I can never remember which is which. There we go. There's a sect in Ankara devoted to a new goddess on the scene, the Metal Mother. And
It seems like Connor might know her.
they're acquainted.
I feel like she'll probably like me because gestures vaguely at chest.
Gestures vaguely at chest. Yes, good. You have become more complete, but we can make you more complete if you wish.
Oh, God.
Go even
I-
further beyond.
I feel pretty complete, thanks.
But have you considered how pointless and weak your flesh is? Imagine never growing sick again.
Well, I mean, I have tipped all of my bone bits in metal, so...
That's even better, but we need to get the metal inside.
Have a good day.
What? No, please! Aw, damn it. It's okay. They'll come around. They'll all come around eventually.
Oh, God.
So you guys find a stairwell that goes up.
Yep.
And you're in a fucking metro station. You
Wow.
wander around a bit, and you find a door. Do you you find a door? I assume you open a door. It's
Is
one
this
of
place defunct? Like, are there people around?
Nope.
What's the...
this place is empty.
Oh, weird.
It's not even dead. Dead,
Huh.
like dead would imply corpses. There's no corpses.
Yeah,
This place is
There's
empty.
nothing.
It's not even haunted.
It's like
Mhm.
abandoned, right?
Yes. There's
This is
not even
weird.
there's not even any like newspapers or any sign of a modern era which used this space. There isn't even any dust on the floor.
This is weird, and I don't like it.
Let's leave. I don't like it either.
So you find a like port airlock door. and you open it up, and you are immediately assaulted with the stench of filth.
Oh, good.
On the other side of
If
this,
you feel a tentacle wrap around your leg, or the walls start to close in.
thankfully, it's probably nothing's gonna close in on you because this is a sewer.
Oh, goody. Just where I always love to travel.
Um,
You're afraid of germs?
The
Joseph?
fuck? What the fuck is this? Like, why don't they just shit out in the trees like everyone else? This is why they hate us, Pith.
this is
they
why
have
they
to-
hate us.
Because they have to put their shit.
Was
Under their city, and we can just shit in the woods. This is why they hate us. It is the only reason they hate us.
Have they tried shitting in the woods?
I don't think so. Aren't they idiots? They are. They're so inferior. That's why they hate us. The end. Aren't you glad you came along to learn this lesson?
Yes.
It's
Very
been
glad.
informative, yes?
So like the sewers look kind of like this, except it's ankle deep with flowing filth.
No! No!
And if you guys don't have any scent protection,
I remember this.
yep, there is stench damage in these halls.
Going back
Um,
down the stairs.
If you don't have any perfume or something to cover your nose,
I pull the soap out of my
Yeah, I was
bag
gonna
and I
say,
just
that's
just put it on my face.
you take 2 chunks of soap and stuff them in your nostrils.
Yep.
It helps.
Good.
It's not perfect.
I do that, and then like I take my cloak of resistance off my shoulders and wrap it around my head like a turban. I'm just.
So you will be sickened, not what's the advanced version of
Oh wait,
sickened?
I have a grooming kit. I'll dump some cologne on my
Oh yeah.
cloak of resistance too.
Yep. You just shove that shit in your nose. Okay, so Som, you will be sickened while going through the halls of the sewers. Derzul, you will be quote unquote unaffected. If you go down here without any protection, you become immediately nauseated, which means you can't do anything.
Wow.
Like you just start wandering through the halls, fucking weeping eyes, vomiting, and if something finds you, you cannot defend yourself.
This is horrific. I hate it here.
Yup. And when you walk through the hole in the wall, that's what this door opens up into. Like one side of it is a ported airlock door, and the other side is brick.
This is fucking bizarre.
And the door opened in, and do you guys hop into the filth?
Oh no, I don't want to stand in the filth.
You gotta stand in the filth. There are no walkways, it's just filth.
Oh god, can we go on to the next staircase? How far away is the next staircase?
Unclear.
Can we see it from here?
It is unclear how you get up out of the sewers.
Are you rethinking your masks now? No sewers, no.
Christ. I step into the filth.
Step into the filth as well.
Oh boy. The door closes behind you.
Oh.
Through your watering eyes, it's almost impossible to tell where it had been.
Wow. We need to find out more about that tunnel system next time we are amongst civilization.
Next time you dig.
The next time we should come down here in preparation for this, and I just gesture at the sewers.
Where's your snake?
Oh, Zodru's like,
Inside
please
of me.
don't. Don't.
Why?
Like,
Zodru, you could have told us it was a shit tunnel.
do you let
Zodru
Zodru?
didn't know.
Do you let Zodru borrow your mouth?
No, don't make him smell it.
Well, wait. If I let him do it, then I'm not nauseated anymore, right?
That's
Oh
true.
God.
Zodru will be cranky, but you can be like, all right, Zodru, my senses belong to you now.
Oh my God.
I won't let it. I won't do that to him. I'll suffer through it.
He's very thankful, but he does express like, I didn't know the tunnel led into the sewer. Should have guessed.
Okay.
Now the two of you. Now it's time for a knowledge dungeoneering roll.
Jesus Christ.
This is definitely a dungeon.
Dang. We killing it.
It's like the stuff I thought I would put points into.
So you guys are rumbling around the sewers for a little while. Well, so you're trundling around the sewers for a while, and then you hear a rumbling.
No. No.
You do find a a stairwell up.
Thank God.
So like that's cool. And then behind you, a chittering.
Time to leave.
Nope. Up the steps we go.
It's-
Bye.
Time to leave. Time to leave.
It starts at a low rumble and grows until eventually there is a tsunami of rats.
Nope.
It
Bye.
fills the tunnel,
Ugh.
choking, wheezing on filth, biting, gnawing. Some of the rats in the colony are dead and just like being held aloft by their furious neighbors, whipped into
Anybody
some
familiar
sort of terrible frenzy.
with the concept of a rat king?
I am familiar with the Rat King. This is a rat emperor.
Oh no.
Yeah, no. Thankfully the lunar rats are not out in force. And
The fuck are the lunar rats?
don't worry about it. Molly asked me what phase the moon was in. I was like, it ain't full. Lunar rats are some of my favorite monsters. Lunar rats, they grow more intelligent with the sign of the moon.
Oh my God.
And with their with the size of the swarm. So like a huge swarm of lunar rats, like their whole thing is that like Pinky in the Brain, they try to take over the world, but their intelligence only lasts for 3 days. So for 3 days they go insane and they're like, oh fuck, what were our plans? What were we doing? Everybody get all your shit together. We gotta try to take over the world. And then the days pass and they get dumber and dumber and dumber and forget what they're doing.
That's horrific.
And this is why rat catchers are very important in District 4. Rat catching is an honorable profession, and cats are venerated animals.
Huh.
So you guys open up the cellar door.
Yep.
And actually, bad news. Door's locked. Have you considered kicking this door very hard before the rat tsunami gets you?
Can I acid splash the door lock?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The lock's on the other side, but Drazul, if you can hold the door open, he can probably splash the chain that's holding it shut.
Sure. Yep. We can do.
Okay.
You acid splash the chain. Give me that damage roll. Let me figure out how much health a length of chain has.
I will also acid splash the chain.
Hey!
We can just tag team that chain.
2, I think.
Every little bit counts. A length of chain.
Aren't you like strong? Can't you just like push this thing open?
Oh, hey,
It's-
a length of chain only has 5 hit points. So, Drazul,
Oh.
how much damage did you do with your acid splash?
Yeah. Oh, just 1d3. Ba-ba-dee-ya-ba-ba. 2.
Hey! Oh, it's almost broken. Oh man!
I'm gonna shove my shoulder into this door.
Give me a beautiful strength check.
Can I help
got
him?
it.
You can. There's more than
Okay.
enough room for the both of you to shoulder tackle this door.
Hey, that's awesome. 19.
Sick.
That's a strength 10.
Alrighty then. I'm going to reduce the DC by twice the amount of damage you dealt to it because it's only got 1 hit point left. Like, it doesn't make sense that the break DC is still 26. So, yeah, you guys smash through the cellar door and you are in somebody's meth lab.
Meth lab is
Jesus.
about to be flooded with rats. Let's go.
we have the
but
best luck.
thankfully, the rats are going through the sewer tunnel, so only a few of them are going to spill into the meth lab. Let me see if I can find D&D drug lab. Oh, come on, man. Give me some of those D&D drugs. Oh, this is perfect. This looks fine. I wouldn't worry about it. Except instead of electric lights, there are magic glow globes, and instead of plastic, it's glass. The chittering tsunami screeches by you, and some rats, freed from their clutches, are just like, they go back to being normal rats. They're just chilling in this meth lab, like, hey guys, what's up?
Is there anybody in this meth lab?
The meth lab is currently empty.
What are they cooking?
Give me. Do you have alchemy? Do you have craft alchemy?
No.
You have no idea what they're cooking. Uppers,
Cool.
downers, combat stims, psychedelics, unclear.
Doesn't smell like anything tasty.
You could always try it.
You could always try it.
Have you tried ingesting random drugs?
Mm-mm.
Who wants some
No,
liquid
but-
pain?
But I would pocket some.
Hey, man. Well, unfortunately, it's difficult to determine what's a chemical component and what's the finished product.
Oh. Fair.
Ooh.
Every time he says "ooh," I don't like it.
Don't worry about it.
You're learning well already.
Oh, baby Jesus. I like it. Okay. What's down here is a type of dust. That seems to be the end product. You have no idea what it is, and it might be one of the chemical components. There's a lot of types of dust in here.
Well, I've got 3 iron vials, so I will take 3 different types of dust.
Congratulations. You have 3 vials, 2 of which contain magical chemical components, and 1 of which contains a potent drug.
The effects of which are unknown.
The effects of which are absolutely unknown. And there is a stairwell which leads up.
Some guy's gonna freak out that we're gonna walk out of his meth lab. Yeah, but I guess the only way to go, because I'm not going back in the sewer, so.
Yeah, out we go.
Come on, what? You don't want to go chill with the sewer goblins and the... I should also mention, you guys are drenched in filth.
Yeah, I figured.
Um,
Could you,
Just my fucking feet.
Well, yeah, but whenever you step up, like the filth comes up and like hits your ankles and the back of your knees.
No.
And then whenever you step down, there's a big of shit that just pops all over the place.
I'm gonna create some water and
Hey!
rinse the shit off all over
Ri-
the floor of this meth lab.
I raise my
Ah.
hand and I'm like, can I get some of that?
Yeah, I help you too.
Now, I should mention the way Create Water works in my world. You cup your hands and the water just sort of spills out.
Okay.
So it's not got a lot of pressure to it, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I assume you closed the basement door behind you. I'm sorry, the
Didn't we
sewer
break it?
door behind you.
Didn't we break it down?
Yeah, we
you
broke it down.
Well, you broke through it. Like the doors are still on the hinges, but the chain that had been holding them in place
sure,
has been,
yeah.
has been
We'll
destroyed.
close it, I guess. Yeah.
Oh,
No.
what?
No?
I leave it open.
Sure. Just something from the sewer is gonna come up here, and hey, that's not your problem.
I don't
That's
want to be
not-
here when that happens. Yeah.
Hopefully, whoever has this meth lab is powerful enough to hold it, and if not, he deserves what he gets.
I mean, have you considered how fucking right you are? Praise Holt. So,
Grace Holt.
Praise Holt. You guys clean off. You guys clean off. Are y'all ready to go up through the basement door?
Yes.
Yeah.
You go up
I
through the
have
basement
soap,
door.
so I will use the soap while cleaning off too. Like I don't want to be smelling of absolute shit if there's a way around it.
It's
Yeah,
not.
same.
It's not effective. You can't create
Oh,
water and
no.
soap to bathe like this. If you can find a tub or something, you can create
Does
water.
he not have a
into the...
tub for melting the bodies of the people that he kills?
Oh
What
no!
kind of drug lord is this?
This is a shitty drug lord. This
Yeah.
lab not very big.
Okay.
Like it's one of those tables, not all
right.
three. Like,
Well, we'll go find an inn and get cleaned up.
wait.
then.
Are you? Do you think that everybody in District 4 who has a drug lab is a drug lord? In this economy, you can't afford not to make drugs. Everybody's got a drug lab in their basement. It's just a matter of what they're cooking.
Uh-huh.
So you guys go upstairs. The house is thankfully empty and quiet.
Does he have a tub?
He does not have a tub.
Damn it.
He
Does
has
he
a
have one of
Wash
those little, like-
basin?
he has
Anything?
he has a pump that pumps water into a sink. The sink
Good
is
enough.
filled with dirty dishes.
I put the dishes on the floor.
You fucking chuck those dishes. They're not your problem. You pump some water and you can
I
take.
clean off my nasty ass feet in his sink.
Sounds good. You fucking sit on the counter and knock all the shit off that too, and just clean your fucking feet.
I sure fucking do.
Yep, me too.
I gotta.
Sweet.
I love this like impressionable youth and then fucking Durst just being a goddamn gremlin. Oh god, this is the best. I get clean, as clean as I can, and I does he have a fireplace here?
No. But
Okay,
I should
well.
mention there is the sound of a key entering the lock.
God damn it!
I tell. Can I tell Zadri to go and like hold the door closed, like wrap himself around the door?
You can. He fucking rope snakes and he like wraps his bottom half around the cause even though his intelligence is not super high, being as intelligent as he is, he can figure out how to do things other snakes can't figure out. So
Right.
like he like sticks his mouth up on a windowsill and like bites onto it and like wraps his bottom half around the doorknob, and because he's able to like adjust the length of that as much as he wants, like that door is shut. Like this guy isn't even going to be able to open it to be like, what the fuck is holding my door closed? He's just going to push on it and be like, what?
Okay, cool. I point to Jazul and I'm like, okay, we need to get the fuck out of here now.
Is there a back door?
There is not a back door.
Shit.
This
Or a
is
window.
about to say, you guys, like, you can hop through the window that Zodru is affixed to, and then he can hop back into your body, let go of the doorknob, and then you guys will jump out of the window as this guy falls into his house.
Perfect.
Yeah, let's do that.
Give me
Do
some
that.
acrobatics rolls!
No! No! This is bad. Oh no! Oh boy.
Oh
my
no!
Okay, so Derzul, you pull a Mick Foley falling off the Hell in a Cell. Fucking. You just fucking smash through the window. You take
Jeez.
8 points of broken glass damage.
Oh my god.
And you are able to just fucking Trinity style dive through the broken window, tuck, roll, stand. Zojru re-enters your body, and as planned, this guy just slams into the floor of his house, and he's just like, "You fucking crazy kids!" And each of you give me an athletics roll as I assume you run down the street.
No, I don't run down the street. I wanna get up as this guy's yelling at me, and I wanna tower over him with all these shards of glass sticking in me. And I wanna be like, next time, don't sell me weak shit. And I wanna roll an intimidate check.
Make an intimidate check.
Yeah, that's a 25.
Sorry. He just looks at you, and he's like, "Oh yeah, man. Sorry. Yeah, I'll do better next time. I gotta go. You do your thing. You know what? The window, it's on me. The window is an apology."
Good. And then I just walk down the street.
And then you just fucking boogie.
I look back at the guy and like wave and kind of smile, and then follow Jazul back down.
I'm gonna cure light wounds on myself after we're out of view of this guy's house.
That's a good
Like,
idea.
jeez.
The cure light wounds pushes the shards of broken glass out of your fucking.
Oh wait,
body.
I don't need it. Never mind. I don't need to do that.
Okay.
I'll just wait. Yeah, I'll just wait a few rounds.
Yep.
Are you like a troll or something, or is that living armor?
Yeah.
Imagine a troll, but infinitely worse. And hey,
Yeah,
did you know an infinitely worse troll is still super fucking good?
Yeah, right? So just over time as we are walking, you hear like little plinks as pieces of glass fall out of my flesh and hit the ground, and my flesh starts knitting itself back together.
That is true.
I watch in amazement. Can you teach me how to do that?
Blessings of Holt. I mutter.
Som, if you want to be able to do that, you're gonna need a lot of cancer real fast. It's tricky business becoming cancer, and it usually has terminal effects. So,
Or, just a lot of bone spikes. One
Don't-
way or the other.
don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
So you guys wander down the street and you find a tavern. It is at the corner of 9th Street and Hennepin Street.
Hennepin? Oh,
Hennepin.
boy. Okay.
Do you have a name for this tavern?
It is just the 9th and Hennepin.
Oh, boy.
It seems like Durzel should know this place.
Do I know this place?
I'm just kidding.
No, you never came here before.
Okay.
If I'd say you marched through the district once or twice, you didn't have enough time to stop and see the sights.
Got it.
Over all the years, there's still that one tenant. Lives in the room, bricked up the windows. Anyway.
Creepy. I'm gonna go in and get a drink.
It is not just like a tavern. It's an apartment. The bottom floor has been converted into a brothel, a restaurant, and a sort of bookmaker's spot.
Oh.
A brothel, a bookmaker, and a restaurant?
When I say bookmaker,
one?
I mean cooking books, not making books, not binding books, cooking
Like
books.
a bookie.
Yes.
Like a bookie.
Yeah, like a...
Yeah.
You're like an accountant, except shady.
Yeah, an accountant, except sometimes we move the numbers around that make us feel good. But yeah, you two come in, and a halfling wanders up to you, and he's like, "What do you want?"
Are there any pretty orc ladies around?
There might be some pretty orc ladies in the brothel.
Oh, it's not. The brothel's not like it's not all happening out in the middle of this one big room or anything.
No. The
Okay,
lobby's got
alright.
some hawkers. People can pay to
Got
hawk their
it.
wares. And
Got
so
it.
there are some
Okay.
people who are selling some homespun clothing. But for the most part, the main opening area is just a little restaurant. When I say little, I mean big.
Uh-huh.
Like with a big old hibachi and a bunch of like spices and foods and shit.
Well, I'm going over there, and I nod towards the brothel, and and then I look back at Psalm to see if Psalm is following me or not.
Some
How
when you
old do I
visit the
think
brothel,
Psalm is?
it's impossible to tell.
Okay.
He's young and skinny, somewhere between 15 and 25.
Oh, he's plenty old enough. Okay. He doesn't look like a child. All right. Yeah, he can come with me. We're headed over there, and I nod towards the brothel.
And the halfling's like, "Be my guest."
Thanks.
Can I before I leave the halfling, I was like, I said, I leaned down and I said to him, is it possible for dinner and a show? Or just
Absolutely.
Oh, okay,
you
cool.
can do whatever you pay for, honey. If you got the money, we'll make it happen.
Okay, cool. And
This is the World Bazaar, kiddo. Anything that you want can be found.
Cool. And I say, I give him the old 4 thumbs up, and I follow Jazul.
And he just looks at you and he's like, "Oh, that's got to be handy." And y'all head into the brothel. The madame is a not like an aged gnome, but like an older gnome.
I'm gonna sleep with her.
And she's like, "Sorry, honey, I'm not for sale anymore."
Are you sure?
Quite certain.
I want to roll a perform seduction check.
Go for it.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be great. Where is it? I know I actually have it. Yeah, there it is. All right. Not as good as it could be, but not terrible.
Sorry, darling. I did my time. I bet one of these other ladies would love to treat you just nice. You look like you could use a bath.
I could use a bath.
How'd you like a bath and then some?
A bath and some company. I'm in. What's the cost?
15.
Do I assume this is gold that
Yes.
she's referring to?
I
Yep.
mean, you can try to go for silver, and if you do, she'll treat you like an asshole.
No. I fork over the money.
And she's like, "Take your pick." And there
Well, what
definitely
do I
are
have to
some
choose
hot
from?
orc ladies.
Well, okay, but so does Audra have anyone in particular that I'm drawn to?
Audra remembers this place. It wants to go to the bookkeeper. It's expecting someone.
To the bookkeeper. But none of the women in particular are of interest to it?
No, it's too distracted.
No.
You can take your pick,
You know what?
but its mind is occupied.
Okay. You know what? Hold that thought. And I'm going to go to the bookkeeper.
So you go.
I'll be right back. I say to Psalm.
You go back there, and the bodyguard. Let me see if I can find his old image, because goddamn, he was the perfect bodyguard.
Kaga?
No, oh no, Kaga's dead.
Kaga's long gone.
That boy, that boy died of an aneurysm. Just fucking snap your fingers. Ah, shit, I'm dead. The closest thing an orc gets to dying of old age. Let me see if I can find him under cigar orc. you know what? Sometimes you look for cigar orc and you find something even fucking better.
What could be better than cigar work?
Oh shit! There he is! Wow, fuck, never mind. I was
That's
gonna give you Sherlock orc, but instead you're gonna get this guy. He moved up in the world. Whoa, Hoss.
Oh boy.
You got an appointment with the big man?
Oh boy. Does Audra have an appointment?
Audra doesn't need an appointment.
How does this usually work?
So, you give me your name, and if you're supposed to come in, you come in. And if you give me your name and you ain't supposed to come in, then you go back out and you do your thing. And if you try to get in when you ain't supposed to, I'm gonna throw your ass into the street. And if you make a fuss,
Right.
I'll fucking kill you. I don't want to have
Right,
to do
right,
that.
okay.
You don't want to make me do that. Nobody wants that to happen, alright?
All right. So, to the DM, how does this usually work with Audra? Like, what am I? Like, she said something about that there's an appointment. Is that the impression that I got?
Audra, you're like, do I have an appointment? And Audra says, I don't need an appointment.
But she said this guy's expecting a delivery of something. What
No,
oh.
Audra's just distracted. It just wants to go to the bookkeeper. That's
Ah.
where it wants to go.
Ah. If you could perhaps tell your employer that I have a message for him from Holt. That's all I got.
There ain't no. He looks you over and he's like, "Give me a second." And he opens the door and he goes in.
Mm-hmm.
And there are some words bandied about. If you don't stick your ear up against the door, like with a glass against it, you're not going to be able to get a perception check. And if you do that and he comes out, he might catch you.
Yeah. That's fine. No, I'll just wait.
And he comes out the door and he's like, "We ain't expecting someone like you."
Holt's pretty sure that you were. That's odd. I don't usually get sent somewhere where I'm not expected. And while I'm saying this out loud, I am internally like, the fuck? Shit. Well, I'll go back to the brothel and just pick someone at random, tap my bath, and then see if I can't sneak in to have a talk with this bookie.
You get some delightful, delicious incense suds, and you have dreams as thick as syrup for about an hour.
Yay!
And then you are asked kindly and politely to leave. Som, do you indulge or do you just have a meal?
I'm just gonna eat and bathe for sure.
I'm about to say, they're like, a bath and company? And you're like, no. And they're like, oh, 2 silver.
2 silver?
Yeah.
Okay.
They just
I
fill
give
up
him I give him the full gold coin as a tip.
Your contribution is appreciated. And they fill up a porcelain. Man, you know what? One of these bathing rooms is not so pretty when they don't doll it up. Like, if only you could see the world through each other's eyes right now. Like, Durzel, you're in a fucking world of sensations and desire and, like, incenses and candles. And Psalm, you're in a room with a torch with a porcelain tub filled with warm water. And they left you a bar of soap.
Yep.
And it's just fine. It is a completely serviceable bath. By the time you're done, you're clean.
Takes me like 5 minutes to shower, and then I'm like, okay, 2 minutes.
And like they leave you in there for 15 minutes, and when you're done, they have a guy come in and like empty the water, wash down the tub with something else that's stronger than soap, and then it's over. And shit, you don't smell like filth anymore.
So I wanna ask Sadri what he wants to do.
We have to go into Snake's Nest. Don't tell them I'm here.
I don't know where that is. Can you give me a better direction?
Flags with black hand. Job doing. Bring us
Okay.
closer to friend.
Okay.
Accept job. Find friend. Turn down job.
Okay. Okay.
Do not
So,
succumb to wealth.
okay.
There are things in this world more valuable than coin.
Okay.
And it is like, do you agree to its conditions?
Yes.
It is tickled pink and does a little snake dance in your heart. You're like, okay, all right, we'll do the job, but we won't take the money. And it's like, yes.
So I find Jazul, and I say, I assume he's done by now, probably.
Yeah, like you grab a meal and you just chill out. They have a musician. They're just chilling with some music. Come on. When in doubt, look up magic cards.
So I find you, Jazul, while he's finding a band name.
The band who is playing, it's a group of two orcs, a human, and a half elf, and their name is Shared Triumph. We're Shared Triumph, and we're gonna add some ambiance to the place.
Oh my god. I would like to be very good at the sex that I have
Roll it.
while I'm in this brothel. Thanks. Come on, don't fuck me. Well, fuck them, but don't fuck me.
No, actually, do fuck me.
Yeah, that's a little better. That's what we like to see. It's a flaccid 20.
Hey,
Love to see it.
You should invest in some of the sex feats. Have you considered
Oh,
increasing
boy.
your strength for 6? Have you considered increasing your strength by 6 for 24 hours?
Jesus.
It's an untyped bonus, so it stacks with all other bonuses.
I love it. Can we please do that at some point?
I'll send you a PDF of the Book of Erotic Fantasy.
Yay!
That being said, you do need to fuck for a full hour straight.
Yep, that's fine.
And if you fail, you don't get the +6. You only get like a +4 or a +2.
Durs ain't scared.
There's no
I got
breaks.
a +9 to perform sex acts. Let's go.
The endurance is the only thing that'll save you. It's a straight con roll.
Yeah. Well, we'll work on that.
We'll work on that.
Friends don't let friends dump con.
Friends don't let friends dump con, baby. So yeah, Durzul comes out of the bath. He's looking very refreshed.
So are the 3 gnome women who come out of the bath with me.
I give you like a wide-eyed stare of like, really, all 3?
I just smirk.
And then I say, hey, do you know? I'm looking for flags with black hands on them. We gotta go there.
That's where I'm supposed to go anyway, so that sort of works. It's the Black Hand Fighting Pits. Supposed to talk to someone there.
Is it nighttime or daytime right now?
It is afternoon. Night will fall not soon, but eventually. Everything's eventual.
Should we go in the morning?
Might as well go now.
Yeah, Derzul, you're feeling we should go now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, gonna go
And
now.
And Zaju wants to go now too, I assume.
Zodru is indifferent. Because Zodru is like, yes, now. No, no, we wait, and then maybe we don't have to go, and then we just wait forever.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm not gonna be here alone in this city, so I'm just gonna go where Jazul goes.
Does Audra still feel drawn towards the bookie, or is she chill and quiet now?
I mean, it's drawn like a weak magnetic force, like lodestone.
Uh-huh.
There is a pull. You need not answer it. There will be no consequence if you don't, but it wants to go there.
Damn it.
It wants to
She
go
doesn't-
home.
Home. She doesn't want to go there without a reason. Well, I'll look into that later. And I'm gonna go to the fighting pits.
Sounds good. Wow, what a coincidence. You all show up at the Black Hand right around the same time.
Hey!
Incredible.
Sorry it took us so long to get there, everybody.
Do not apologize for art. That was incredible. Like,
That was a lot of fun.
like Dave, Pidge, and I, we have experienced this world before, but you guys got to dip your toes in it, and it was so entertaining
Oh, good.
to see you see the things that we saw.
So I'm going to hit the bathroom real quick, and y'all can talk amongst yourselves. Cassandra, what's Meredith doing here? Meredith, what's Cassandra doing here? Meredith, what the fuck is Harlan doing here? That prick?
Didn't we kick you out 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, my 2 weeks is up.
Have we literally encountered each other, or is he joking?
I think he's joking.
Okay.
I'm also TP.
It's like, oh, huh? So yeah, 9th and 10th, and that's pretty
Oh
funny.
my god! Oh, I'm so glad! Yay!
Yeah, it's like you guys were just walking through a lot of territory we were in. So.
Going
Love
to
it.
sewer and the
Oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that sewer. We
Yep.
did that sewer. We were nauseated in that sewer. And we
Yeah, you
were
guys-
like much higher level than you guys. Too.
We went down there when we were level 7.
Well,
sure?
thanks
Seven-
for giving me the grooming kit,
6 or
Cap,
7.
because you saved my ass.
You're welcome. I got you. I didn't know you'd be going in the sewers.
Right?
Yeah.
My poor boots.
You're poor everything.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm gonna go use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Oh, I have a feeling I know why Audra wants to go there.
Yeah, this is hearing the name Audra too. That was the like, huh? What?
Oh, my heart. I have to link the picture of her. The girl.
This is Audra from before corruption.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
She's so beautiful.
I had to think for lightning magic. Still have.
Had.
Listen,
Yep.
I still haven't taken the time to design Holt's god forms.
That was a commission from another artist, right?
Yeah,
remember that.
Nymphadora. Which I would commission again in a heartbeat. I actually found another artist that does really awesome item art with little bits of like particle effect animation. And I'm definitely going to commission her for. I want a piece of Audra, and I want a piece of Meredith's weapon.
It would be nice to have a brother. I mean, obviously, I have some nice. I have that nice.
Yeah, let me
Slandra,
link
but
you. Link.
I am returned.
Welcome back.
I'm back.
Glorious. Oh, that's nice. I love Damascus steel. Oh. Damascus steel. I think I showed you guys a picture of my Damascus steel Bowie knife, right?
I don't think so.
I don't
I don't
think
think you
so, but
have.
I'd love to see.
Okay, I'll put it in some point. See if I have a picture on my computer. If not, then
I've got the world's tiniest Damascus steel pocket knife that a friend gave to me.
I love that little knife.
Yeah, it's such a reliable blade. And small enough for me to bring anywhere, even in the state of New York. There we go. Hi, little buddy.
Oh, right.
Need to sharpen it. Not nearly sharp enough.
Harlan, I got you this.
Listen, they say 2-week probation. I take my 2-week probation. I come back. See what the old lady needs.
Your probation is constantly in some sort of flux. There's always something at the Black Hand you're not allowed to do, but that opens up the ability to do other things.
Exactly.
Right now,
No
you are...
betting, no drinking, no fighting.
I was about to say, right now you are barred from fighting, drinking, and betting, but that means you're not barred from working.
Or watching.
We're watching. Now, remind me, does the Black Hand have ladies working there as well?
As prostitutes?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Couldn't remember.
No.
To the Black Hand, prostitution is a noble profession. We do not indulge in nobility here. We indulge in brutality here.
it's remember prostitution is a Kira thing.
Oh,
say,
yeah.
You might be able to get a dungeon and do a scene, but there are no safe words. And
My kind of town.
And like I mean that as a condemnation of the BDSM they do in the Black Hand.
Yes.
That's no bueno. That's bad. And like, yeah, no shit. They're the Black Hand. What the fuck were you expecting?
Oh, there's a picture of Audra in the chat. Yay!
Yeah, my girl.
But yes, prostitution is part of Kira's domain or Lila's domain.
Is that my daughter's name? Lila.
That is the name of the goddess who has taken Kira's place. Young, dumb, and full of cum. Lila is far less, I don't know, far more impetuous than her mother ever was.
Oh crap. Which one?
Yes.
Oh crap.
Yes.
Great role models. All.
There's a reason she can't fill Marduk's shoes. Marduk believes in
She's not wearing any.
Number one, that. Number two, Marduk believes in a thing called patience and temperance, and Lila believes in right now.
Temperance? Never heard of her.
Temperance.
Card's not even in the deck anymore.
Too many
Sounds like a
syllables.
bitch.
Too many syllables. Out.
Gadra tried to have a good influence on her, but it didn't work.
Gadra's definition of a good influence.
Gadra's very reasonable and responsible for a
Gadra is practical.
archaeologist.
I would not call Gadra good.
Lila's attitude towards Gadra was very, I'm a goddess and I don't have to listen to you because you're a vampire.
Well, I meant back when she was a kid.
Even so. I'm gonna be a goddess and you're a vampire. That means I don't have to listen to you.
Oh boy.
And if
I'm
you
gonna
were
fight
like,
you one day.
and if you were like, listen to Gadra, she'd be like, I'm only doing this because mom said so, not because you said so.
Oh my god, what a little bitch.
Oh yeah, no. That's what I mean. Like, Lila is a 16-year-old goddess. Like, fucking.
Oh, yeah. The worst part is in her worship, Landra's a holy saint.
Mhm.
So
How?
so Solandra's not happy.
I was saying, is that what pisses Solandra off the most?
That pisses Solandra off endlessly.
Yep, pilgrims
Yep.
come to meet Lila's mortal mother, and you're like, go home, out,
Shoo.
out of this house.
Don't make me get the broom.
Or the wooden spoon.
Nope.
Or brother.
Sandals.
Or brother.
Or brother.
Yeah, like, when I think of Lila, I think of that image of Paris Hilton wearing that shirt that says "Stop being poor." Like, just, have you considered? My life sucks. Have you considered making it suck less?
You're doing this just to be mean to Solandra, I know.
There, there it is.
Oh god.
Stop being desperate.
Oh god. It's horrible.
It's not great.
Solandra would be so upset. Will be so upset.
Oh yeah, and you're like, Lila, honey, you can't do that. And she's like, you're immortal and I'm a goddess. I don't need to listen to you.
It's not bad enough you decided to be a goddess, but this.
And you're like, hey, I saved the world. And she's like, bitch, I'm saving the world right now. You just don't know it. Whatever I do is right and justified.
Oh no.
That's what it means to be a god.
Oh god, what are her paladins like? Oh.
It's tough to be a god.
But if you get the people's nod,
You guys don't understand. Solandra's an atheist.
Yeah. Her paladins are. They share her impetuousness and lack of restraint. That often gets them in trouble because they're like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go into the Chaos Forge and I'm just gonna kill the Duke. We're done. We're done here. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna fucking do it and no one's gonna stop me. And he runs into the Chaos Forge and puts up a damn good fight and then gets shot in the head.
Yeah, as you do.
Right. Whereas Paladins of Hyronius are like, it's my moral obligation to fight the Duke and destroy tyrants, so I have to go to the Chaos Forge and fight my way through it and kill him.
But they get distracted by so many Smash folk on the way to the Chaos Forge that they just never make it there.
That's a distinct
Am I getting the impression there are no intelligent good gods left?
Who you got? Who you got,
Me.
Dave?
Oh, that's bad.
Yep.
Bakab, I guess.
Bakab wasn't good though. I thought that she was neutral.
Yeah, Bokab is true neutral. She believes in knowledge.
That's better.
It's better. It's not good. I think the closest thing you're gonna get is Saint Cuthbert, and he's a god of revenge. Not a god of
Saint-
justice, revenge.
Sounds like
Well-
a good guy.
Slandra, I said God sucked anyway, so.
You're not wrong. Saint Cuthbert.
When are you gonna pop out of the woods to say you told us so?
Saint Cuthbert, Lord of the Cudgel, is a fierce deity of wisdom, dedication, and holy zeal. Cuthbert hates evil, but is more concerned with law and order, with converting the uninformed and preventing backslides among his adherents. He is lawful neutral. It's close as you're gonna get.
Lawful dickish, in other words.
Yep. And like I said, his big thing is revenge. His portfolios of domain include common sense, wisdom, zeal, honesty, truth, and discipline. His spiritual text is no more than 30 pages long. He considers anything longer to be excess.
He sounds like a bore.
He is. There's no room for nuance in the world of Saint Cuthbert. So yeah. Are there any other deities that you would like to propose who would be a neutral good god? Because like the only ones we got out there are also racial gods.
Paylor?
Yeah,
like
but
Corellin.
Corellin Larethian is
he's racial.
but say
Yeah.
god of
Love him.
elves. So like as good as he is, he's all about the elves, baby. Paylor, he's a god of humans. He's fucking praise the sun Jesus.
We can all just have our own like race-specific good god and live in harmony, right?
But then that creates animosity.
Power vacuums must be filled.
Do you think Corellin Larethian gets along well with Garl Glittergold or Muradin? Absolutely not. They're both good. One's lawful, the other's chaotic. Like, that trio right there, they're never going to be friends. What's going to unite the elves, dwarves, and gnomes? Oops.
Throwing a ring into a mountain.
You stumbled on the plot. But we'll end this conversation of fantastical theology as you're all standing outside the Black Hand, all intent on accepting the same job.
Do I see Meredith?
Meredith, you were sent to greet the people who were coming for the job. You were going to take it for yourself, but you have an obligation.
Yeah, I think that my jaw just hangs open. And Mary? Mary? Fuck.
She looks up from where she was checking the time on a cold iron pocket watch and was barely regarding any of you as you walked up to the front doors of the Black Hand. But upon hearing a familiar voice, does look up and sees Cassandra.
Not a name that Mary knows.
No. I'm sorry, do I know you?
Mary, what the fuck? It's Cassie. Does it seem like there's no look of recognition in her eyes?
I'm gonna make a bluff check.
I'll make an insight check.
Insight, sense motive, same difference.
Sense motive. Sorry, I'm a 5th edition guy.
Call it whatever you want.
Oh, I'm so good at that. Yeah. I lose.
You may simply be mistaken in your assumption, Cassandra. Such mistakes have occurred before. You were a little high on Whisper at the time, though.
Yeah, but how many ASMR?
Well, since District 2 was
What's
properly
Wolf Eyes?
established, more and more.
More and more. She probably looks much different from the last time you saw her, in any event. Her hair's a different color. It almost matches yours. And her eyes are strange. And
Did she have wolf eyes when we were kids?
No, she did not.
Oh, okay.
She had gold eyes like you.
I actually have cat eyes. I don't know if you.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the slit pupils. I'll make a
Mhm.
note.
What about her voice? Has her voice changed?
Much colder. To the point. Expressionless. At the moment.
I don't know what's going on. Is this some sort of trick from mom and dad? She is starting to doubt it for It's like you look different enough that
I assume that the four of you are here about the job.
Yes, I want to accept the job.
Did
Oh,
we all get the information about the pay for the job?
Cap, it is 5,000 gold pieces, split as many ways as it takes people to perform it.
You know I'm always here when there's gold on the line.
Every time you come crawling back, you're like a rock stuck in my shoe.
Or a bad copper piece.
Always tails down and unlucky. But perhaps this is where your luck turns, Harlan.
You know me, if I didn't have any bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all.
Derzul is just Meredith is the person at the door, correct?
Yes.
Derzul is just like pretty intently staring at you. And just looking. Almost as though he's trying to decipher something about you or figure out a riddle.
For the purposes of character description, standing before you is a striking woman with a sharp, heart-shaped face, blue-black hair, and a short, slicked-back bob. Her eyes are entirely black with golden irises, sort of like a wolf's eyes. She's dressed plainly at a glance, all in black, with a billowing executioner's cloak over well-tailored leathers and black steel scale mail. Strapped to her back in a harness is a headsman's axe, both beautiful and terrible, its curved blade made from some sort of metal that looks as though it's already wet with blood. Reynold, was I instructed to bring these four inside for debriefing, or are we to get right to business?
You're to bring them in. An attendant will survey them, and then you will be conscripted. Each of you operating individually creates the possibility that you will fight each other over the reward. You will be bound together to ensure that you will succeed together or you will fail together.
You will unite or you will fall.
Come with me. There's details you need to know that can't be discussed out in the streets.
I appreciate that.
What was the name of Neemisa's sister?
Oh Christ, you would ask me that.
I would.
Uh, give me like 2 minutes and I'll find it.
Oh yeah, it's in the notes somewhere. Because you found her in the Hell Fortress. And you rescued her. And she gave you all a hand, but then she was like, I'm out. I don't do this adventuring shit. I did it once and I got fucking caught.
Riate.
Riate.
Riate! Yes!
Riate will handle your quote-unquote audition.
Meredith is going to pull open the heavy iron handle of the door and hold it for you all to enter.
I follow
Yes.
Soam.
Cassandra is just staring intently at Meredith, like trying to figure out if there's any way that it's not her sister. And it is really, it is really, really disconcerting.
She's staring very intently back at you, but almost seems impatient. We don't have all day.
She walks in. She has to understand this.
Reynolds, do I recognize her?
That's up to you. How much did you wish to forget? There's enough liquid pain for you to forget everything.
There certainly is.
What's that line? Right. Kindling is, any fire needs fuel. Fuel can be anything, potentially. Anything, really. Everything, potentially.
Oh,
She is not choosing to kindle that hope right now. It's more likely that her sister is lost somewhere else. If she went chasing after every ASMR that reminded her of you, she would have never ended up here. She'll close the door behind the group. I assume it's dark inside and some sort of fight is either going on or being prepared.
Can we hear the clash of swords and shit?
Oh no. The fight right now is a ankle-tied bare-knuckle boxing brawl.
Oh.
Incredible.
We've got
shit, I love these.
we've got ladies hopping around, like biting each other and like just fucking slugging each other.
Oh, the ankles aren't tied to your opponent; they're just tied together.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
It seems absurd, but on the other hand, like, could you fight with your ankles tied together? One of the fighters lands a killer drop kick on the other, and the crowd roars.
Doing a drop kick with your ankles tied seems
Pretty
impressive.
impressive.
Uh-huh.
I'm impressed.
It's either going to win you the fight or it's going to lose you the fight.
Basically, you're on the ground.
Yes. The howls of the fighting can escape over the edge of a hum of some dark power. But Meredith, you open the door, and everyone goes in, and you're led into the Black Hand's hidden hall. Meredith, you know what office Riate will be in.
This way. Stay close. And Harlan, hands to yourself.
Yes, ma'am. But he throws Cassandra a little wink, seemingly oblivious to her seen a ghost expression.
Actually, Cassandra approaches Harlan and just says in a fairly quiet voice, "Hey, can you tell me that woman's name?"
Oh, Meredith?
Fuck me. That bitch.
Cast the sensation strikes you that she may have forgotten you. This wounds you more deeply than anything else ever could.
Hey, listen, if you got bad blood with her, don't do it here.
Meredith leads you to a room in which there is a Medusa. Don't worry, she's blindfolded.
Harlan politely removes his hat.
Over the years, she has grown somewhat fat. This is not necessarily a judgment on her. She's just, got cushier living now. Riate always was on the lazy side.
She's filled out.
Yup. That's for damn certain.
She's got a human appetite and a snake's metabolism.
I'm just watching to see Solm's reaction and kind of gauge if this is where he wanted to be. Like, I know this is where I want to be, but
Som looks like he is having an internal struggle. Like, you do not know what the fuck is going on inside him, but he is staring off into space, and his fists are clenched tightly.
I'm gonna kind of jostle his arm a little bit and be like, "You good, kid?"
Som, you're not present right now. You're restraining a fleeing snake.
Oh, I read that as, he was scared, not he scurried.
No. He is scared, and, he is torn between, okay, if I jump out of your body and I just run, they won't catch me. And you're like, no, if you jump out of my body, they will definitely catch you.
Oh, right, so he's trying to run right now out of my body.
Yes. And you are employing whatever mental will would require you to lose focus of the real world to keep him still.
Yeah.
You're succeeding.
Can I vaguely nod at Derzul? Like,
give me a raw charisma roll. I'm sorry, Som. You're not here right now. The lights are on. Nobody's home. Maybe your autopilot squad will do what would be appropriate. Which is a raw force of personality roll.
Monster has managed to jam his entire head into my cup to get the last half-inch of water at the bottom.
Beautiful. Oh,
Incredible.
Som, you're acting like a people. Nice work.
nice.
Yeah, Derzul. He nods. He's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna sense motive.
I'm sorry, Som. You can't roll bluff.
Okay. Yeah.
Bluff
That's a
or diplomacy,
15.
neither is available. He's like... So, one thing that's used in Rites of Halt is trances and hypnotism.
Yeah.
You're not exactly sure which he's afflicted with, but it's one or the other. He's
Interesting.
absent, and this isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Okay.
When you're there are some things you can only realize when you're hypnotized, and there's some things that you can only realize when you're in an altered state.
Okay. Well, I will keep half an eye on him and the rest of my attention on Meredith.
Well, the strange thing is, Meredith, you line up along the rest of them.
I do.
Riate speaks. 5. Inauspicious. I appreciate that. Your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to track down a tiefling by the name of Mary. She has gone running off, meeting some sort of instructor. We want to know where she goes and who this instructor is. We know where she rests for now, and she goes to visit this person every other day. Upon report of this information, you will each receive 1,000 gold pieces. Obviously, discretion is at the heart of this. You will tell us and no other. If you break this bond, I will not tell you what happens.
Meredith smirks.
Oh, Meredith, you know
Oh.
what the penalties are.
Mhm.
They are large, varied, and they will find you.
And Cassandra catches like every third word because she's just glaring a hole at Meredith.
If you have any questions that I am at liberty to answer, I will answer them.
She rest here in District 4?
What did you say?
Did she rest here in District 4?
Yes.
All right.
Our agents
Yeah.
have had a difficult time tracking her.
Look at Soam. Is he still out of it?
So, Zodro has let go of your ears. He's calmed down. Like, once he's heard the job, he's like, yeah, this is what we need.
I have my, like, so, like, I release whatever, like, trance control thing I have over my, like, head and my ability to speak and hear, but my internal hands are still, like, clutched around Zadru's fucking, like, body. Like, I am not letting him leave. Like, he is, like, he said he's okay. He's not okay. I'm holding him now.
You know
You
him
don't know
too
if you're
well.
okay.
I'm okay. Let go of me. No. No.
Mm-mm.
You're getting a big hug. That's what you get. Your reward is hugs.
Yep. There is no safe word from this BDSM.
There's
You
no-
are trapped here.
There is no
No,
safe
wait.
word in this dungeon.
Consider my body the Hotel California.
You can check out, but you can never leave.
Why is this bitch worth so much money?
That's for us to know. That's not something you need to know.
Great.
She has abilities. Nothing you can't handle. I doubt she'll try to hurt you.
I lean in, and I say, not to be disrespectful, but could you please describe the job again?
As I said, your goal is to find this tiefling girl. Her name is Mary. She look like a this. She goes every other night to visit an instructor. We need to know where she's going and who this instructor is.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We have an idea of where she lives. She moves around. She lives scarcely.
You hire anyone else for this job?
Hire what for the job?
Anyone else?
No. Not yet. If you all fail or take too long, we'll outsource.
Fair enough.
Do you think that she'll flee the district if she knows we're following her?
No, that's not possible. She doesn't have the means to acquire a passport.
It's not the only way to come and go.
Yeah, Durzel audibly snorts.
If she wishes to go exploring the catacombs and the tunnels, she's more than welcome to, but I think her delicate sensibilities will keep her away from the sewers.
These
Her
other
loss is,
tales.
quite a trip.
Did you drive the other tales away or merely evade them?
She was able to evade them. She is quick, resourceful, and powerful. Very much like her father.
Oh. David just figured out who this girl is.
Mention of powerful, Derzul perks up and is more interested in this job.
Can you, um,
What does Harlan look like, just out of curiosity? Does he look like
Timothy
Timothy the
Oliphant.
He does look like
Yeah.
Timothy the Elephant. Oh, great.
Yep.
That is great.
Yeah. A little more Timothy Oliphant in The Mandalorian. You know, a little older, a little more washed up,
Cool.
but still a
Does-
cowboy.
Justified is one of my favorite all-time favorites.
Big same.
so where do we sign?
Your word is your bond.
I accept
I'm in.
this task.
I accept this task.
I'm in.
I just look at Meredith and say, "Yeah, I'm in too."
I ain't got nothing better to do.
Very
Oh.
well then. Good luck.
I'm in too.
You can try to catch her tonight, if you wish.
Is she between visits by your calendar?
She should still be at home.
Then where's home? You said you knew where she lives.
Vaguely. She moves around. Like I said, she lives scarcely. She doesn't need a bed to sleep in, just a roof over her head. You can
Any special instructions with regards to this girl? I mean, if it sounds like you don't want us to snatch and grab, you don't want us to do
No.
anything else to her. You just want us to get the information, right?
It's not about her. It's about who she's learning from.
Okay.
Well, I suppose we can just ask her pretty please.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, you know me. Lucky guy.
Exceptionally fortunate, yes.
If we are discovered by her, or encounter her, what are your rules of engagement?
I hope you're able to run fast.
Oh, you know I can.
Not fast enough. All right.
Then I guess we should get started.
Seems
Could-
that way.
Good luck,
Does
ladies and
Riate,
gentlemen.
Does Riate give us some vague directions to where we can start our search?
Yes. You can find her somewhere around. Oh, let me find a random tavern generator. Let's conjure a kick-ass tavern. Don John, guide my hand. You can find her near the Crossed Hammers.
Alright. Shit, I've been kicked out of there only 2 times. Let's go.
I give Harlan a look of like, who the fuck is this guy? Which,
Pitch, would you
coming
describe
from-
Harlan?
Coming from my fucking face is a sight.
My hands are shaking from the amount of white knuckling I'm doing right now.
I guess I should add there's a picture of Cassandra that was very nicely done by Cap. The only additional notes, it's in memes. Her eyes are actually slit, like cat's eyes.
Fix that.
Yeah, I know. And aside from that, that's everything's awesome. And you can see subtly that she has little threads of like gold, like marble layering through her skin. which is subtly shaded in there. And she's tiny. She's like 5'3", around 120 pounds. Wears a chain shirt and a massive fucking curved blade in her back.
Harlan, do you have knowledge local?
I sure do.
Give me that knowledge local roll.
Let's see. I may have a bow. Okay, nope, never mind. Let's see. That is 14.
14. The Crossed Hammers is an inn in the around some temples, run by a dwarf by the name of Grenane. He's got a talent for names. You've never seen him forget one. You also know that he waters down his liquor. But I mean...
I've only been kicked out 2 times.
Right. But there's no evidence to suggest that she lives in the Crossed Hammers, but she's around there. And you're sent a psychic image of what she looks like.
Oh, that's exciting.
Cute.
Excellent.
The only
she's
thing missing from this image is that her eyes are supposed to be red, not purple.
Trick of the light.
Trick of the light, call it. Tiefling eyes are a strange thing. Oh, goddamn. Anyway.
I am the first to leave the office. Or, yeah, the office.
Zodru is thankful.
I'm gonna keep pace with a few steps behind Meredith.
She's not leaving yet.
I'm not leaving yet.
I'm
Yeah,
going
man.
to wait outside of the entire fighting pit.
That's not a bad idea. It makes Zodru much more relieved. Which isn't much, but it's better.
I find as soon as we step through the door to the outside, I release my entire grip on him.
And
I have stern words with him.
he's just like, see,
Mentally.
told you I wasn't going to wriggle anywhere. We're good.
Said you didn't wriggle anywhere because I didn't let you.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
And that's why I held on.
But inside, Meredith, you have something to say to Riate?
Yes. A question, if I may.
You may.
Where do you know all of where our number of people came from? Across the city, each district?
In terms of those who are working on this job?
Yes.
No, I don't care.
That's all Meredith needs to hear. And she turns on one heel and walks right out of the room.
I follow.
As do I.
Harlan puts his hat back on, tips it, and heads on out.
Good night, Harlan.
We'll see you soon.
So y'all are standing outside the Black Hand Fight Club. It's less of a fight club, more of a temple these days.
Two things can be true.
It's true. The blood is the prize.
And the source of worship.
Mm-hmm.
Is there still the mural above the arena?
There is. It's been restored. It depicts the triumph of Gemma over Marduk. It has been refashioned into the triumph of Gemma over the Dragon Emperor. I'm sorry, of Holt over the Dragon Emperor.
Huh.
I always liked it better this way.
I have a little grin on my face as I look at it.
Even though it was mostly Connor who thwarted the... Well, no, right. The big thing that turned the tide... There were a lot of things that turned the tide against the Dragon Emperor. There was Connor's Death Blossom. Harlan,
Yeah, the Death Lotus.
Harlan, you remember that. Your ears are still recovering from that. There are nights you sleep and you wake up remembering the Death Lotus. And then there was the other major thing was the Dragon Emperor was like, I'm gonna open up all these gates. What's up? Who's ready for some fire elementals? And it was Holt and a legion of demons instead.
Not to mention the brood of demon dragons from his tryst with Tiamat.
Yep.
Wait a second. I wish the Dragon Emperor away.
Well, yeah, that's he's still attacked anyway.
Oh, okay.
His forces still attacked, and they were like, "All right, we're gonna do a ritual that opens the gates. Nothing could possibly go wrong." And
Everything went wrong.
And then
Everything went wrong.
It was in fact no bueno.
The technical term.
But yeah, so y'all are standing outside the Black Hand.
Right.
Bunch
So
of assholes standing in a circle.
how
I
do
just-
we want to proceed then?
Over at Meredith, I just say in a quiet voice, Meredith Vervalet, drawn anything good from the river lately?
She doesn't meet your eyes. She stays staring at the ground, but a sort of wistful smile spreads across her face.
Am I in the middle of something more here than the job that we've been assigned?
The universe works in mysterious ways, doesn't it?
I suppose so.
I have to make a roll. Hold on. Roll for heartfelt moment. Roll for character having an emotion. Ugh, God. A few paces away from the doorway as a crowd of people move in to spectate the next fight. Meredith is going to lay a hand on Cassandra's shoulder and meet your eyes for the first time. I didn't want to think. Cassie?
Cassandra's mouth just drops and her eyes widen, and then she just essentially leaps into your arms.
I have a high enough strength score to where that's not even a problem.
Yeah, she weighs like 120 pounds.
Yeah, it's no problem. Your sword is heavier than you are.
Durs just looks between the two of you, looks at Harlan, looks at Soam, looks back to Harlan.
Harlan,
what is
I don't-
going on?
I don't think you've seen Meredith make an expression of joy. except in the arena.
I would say he's only ever seen her make expressions of satisfaction or victory, but never joy.
You remember me? I didn't think you remembered me. Ah,
That took a very long time. I'm sorry.
it's a
Hell of a reunion, huh?
yeah. What? I wasn't even paying attention to what the fuck was going on in there for the most part. What? I signed up for the job, right?
Yes.
Oh my.
Yes, you did. And we would all do very well to actually complete it.
Oh.
Sounds like there's consequence. They probably can't hear me, right? Because they're off the other side of the entrance.
Well, you're all outside the
not that
Black
far
Hand.
away.
Yeah, you can speak to them
Okay.
freely if you wish. Zodru is much less terrified.
Okay. So, I say it sounds like there's severe consequences if we don't complete this job. So I'm very antsy to get it done.
Sometimes for jobs like these, the consequence is me, but I don't think you want to know what's awaiting us should we fail.
Think
That
it'll
said,
be a far sight worse than not being able to drink and gamble here for a few weeks.
Would you say you enforce the power the Black Hand holds over this area then?
when my lady wishes it.
Interesting.
What the? Cassandra is flabbergasted. That's just sort of like by the train of this conversation.
A lot's changed, Cass. And just like you,
Oh fuck! Does this mean I'm not the black sheep anymore? Oh,
You know,
God.
I think if the two of us were to walk in the front doors of our home, you would be more welcome than I.
How's Dad's face?
Still fucked up.
Better. It's not great.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
He got a different colored eye.
Mm.
He was strangely not so upset about it. Well, he was upset, but not that he was wounded.
Oh, jeez.
For once in
Okay.
his
Oh.
life, something mattered more than appearances.
I think you actually made him feel an emotion.
Wow. Once in a life.
But if I never see him again, that'll be too soon.
Yeah, well, I see him every night.
There's a lot of things in this district that'll help with that. Hey, Harlan.
Don't you know it?
I've tried a lot of things already. Oh. But, Mary, you're a fucking paladin.
That obvious.
Well, I mean, she was saying paladin, like, not anti-paladin.
To... Oh, yes, but not to the Medusa, no.
Okay.
No, you
I
serve
get it.
a higher power.
You were right when you called this place a place of worship.
More gods? Jeez. More gods? Didn't you get enough of those back home?
We don't have gods like this back home. Gods that actually do something. Whose
Meredith,
followers actually answer prayers.
may I provide you with the cruel ultimatum? There's always a higher power. The cruel ultimatum is one of my favorite pieces of like Magic the Gathering lore.
Reese, does Derzul wear his holy symbol openly?
Oh yeah, it's out on his. It clips his cloak of resistance on.
Kind of can't
Awesome.
hide it.
What was that? Oh yeah.
Drazul, it needs to breathe.
Oh. Well, and Dercil starts kind of like stretching as y'all are talking, and then like takes his kind of undoes his shirt a little bit, but tries to do it in a way that's not too obvious, and kind of thinks internally, is that better? And if y'all look, I guess anybody who's close enough would be able to notice. Right above his sternum, there is a piece of shining metal that almost looks like it's welded into his chest. A lot of scar tissue around it, and then a whole motif of um, skulls and vines and some floral elements kind of tattooed onto his flesh around it, along with like a bunch of script. The script is in Abyssal, if anybody speaks that.
I do.
It's prayers to Holt.
Meredith reaches to a chain around her neck and pulls out above the edge of her cloak a similar holy symbol, also a wolf's head, cast in cold iron.
He kind of gives a nod, and the corner of his mouth turns up. I assumed, if you're serving in this place as a temple, that you must follow him as well.
Of course. This is the perfect place. You two look like you have come a long way.
Indeed.
You wouldn't even know half of the journey.
It involves some sewers, and meeting a very powerful individual, and getting some lollipops. It's a very long story.
And also a troll.
Oh, there was the troll. I almost forgot about him. That was so long ago.
I will never forget.
Luckily, the world bazaar is vast, and if I'm not mistaken, Harlan, the crossed hammers are quite a ways away.
They are. We'll be lucky to get there before their rooms are booked up for the night, but might as well get started now.
Sure. Lead the way.
Tell me about this troll.
And there's just chuckles, and it is a low, deep, good chuckle. It's a good laugh. And recounts to you the story of getting through the gate. Making a troll attack a camp.
Psalm then recalled his half of the story, where he led the troll very
You
far away
tricked him.
before me. Very giant, yes.
Oh, I really hope it tried to get into a fight after that.
I heard it scream, walking away, walking towards the gate, in anguish as it diminished in size. So we're all just like idly walking towards the
Yeah, I'm just passing some time.
right. How does Zadru feel about Meredith?
I don't think Reynolds back yet.
Oh, he's not back.
No,
Okay.
he went AFK and left us to talk amongst ourselves.
How dare he? Yeah, I don't know if I should show him to you yet or not. I don't know if he wants to. Oh, he's here. Maybe.
Reynolds, are you back?
Yes.
He's. Okay.
Hi.
We missed you.
We did.
No.
We're all caught up on Sam and Derzul's epic trek.
The
Zadru,
rat, the sewer.
Zadru does not
Control.
want you to reveal him to Meredith yet.
Yeah, no, I was not going to. That's why I asked him.
Cassandra kind of stays really close to Meredith. Like, can't really believe that Meredith's there and occasionally reaches out and touches her.
Hmm.
I get the feeling you two know each other.
It's been a very long time.
Hmm.
Sisters.
Ah.
Harlan says to Cass, "My condolences," but gives her a big smile to show he's just kidding.
Yeah, Cassandra looks at Harlan speculatively. And it's just sort of like, I wonder if I can get any dirt from him.
Like trying to find dirt on Meredith.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
He's been trying, but she messy apron, clean sleeve is her type.
Harlan's most obvious possession is, of course, his weapon of choice.
I got a picture of it here. Give me a sec. Oop.
Cassandra looks over at the two mutants, and are you guys standing near each other, or?
I mean, like, I'm just on the other side of Meredith.
I would imagine that I'm standing closer to Jazul than anyone because he's the only one I really know.
Yeah.
To the town of our
And I am aware of like the conversations, but as we walk, it really does look more like I'm lost to my own thoughts than in.
Hey, you two. You from over in the hill jungle?
That's our place of origin, yes.
Oh, friend of mine came from there.
Unfortunately,
Told me some stories
contrary
with you.
to popular belief, we don't all know each other. Durst says, and he says it kind of jokingly, but also kind of like he's probably had to say that to a lot of people before.
Right, like not everyone from Ireland is a.
Right. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we're not related.
She just rolls her eyes at that. No, just curious. He mentioned that a lot of people had things like him. So he was
Yeah,
he was a bit weirder than you guys.
No, you haven't seen the half of it yet. Anyway. I mean, it all happened after. Well, you know.
Well, I think if you're not like a fucking 6 foot tall praying mantis, he's got you beat.
Dave, correct me if I'm wrong, but he is a Thri-kreen, yes?
Yes, but you said he was a Hell Jungle mutant.
Yeah. But he
Yeah.
has the stats of a Thri-kreen, and you know what that means.
Oh.
Spiked chains, and you know what that means. Punishment.
Oh, okay. I'm not so familiar with Thri-kreen. Was that the 3.5 edition version of them?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I know the original versions, but the 3.5 one I never really.
My buddy Ross created a Thri-kreen that he just called the Punishment Thri-kreen, and it was his answer to anyone who like fucked around. If you fuck around, you'll find out with the Punishment Thri-kreen. So it's got 4 spike chains, which means it gets 4 trip attacks, and every time it trips something, it gets an attack against it. And they're wounding chains, so every time it deals damage to you, you stack 1 point of bleeding. So, like, it's just playing the numbers game. It gets in close, and then it makes 4 trip attempts. And then if you fail any of them, you fall on your ass, and it attacks you. And if you can't roll a high enough acrobatics check to get up as a move action, it gets 4 attacks of opportunity against you again.
Wow.
Well, Veronica was a Slayer too, so those would be sneak attacks.
Yep.
Oh boy, that would be
'Cause
ugly.
you were denied your dex modifier while you were prone, and that bleeding stacks. So every round you start taking more and more damage as the chains rend your flesh until eventually you die. It's not an unbeatable combo, but like, fuck. It's
Sounds
not.
like that's quite a friend.
It's not Pun the Kobold levels of broken, but it's mundane levels of busted.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you have a fly movement, then you can get around the trip.
Yeah. But Harlan's getting sleepy, so I say we continue. We start this job next week in Septemport 2.
Hell yeah.
Electric
What
Boogaloo.
introduction. GG
Yay.
everyone.
Well done, guys. That was
GGs.
awesome.
I absolutely love this.